Testing, testing. Can you hear me? Can people hear me? I don't know. Testing. Ah, I hear myself. Can you hear me? Can people hear me? Okay, that's good. That's good. Testing. Ah, I hear myself. Hear me? Can people hear me? Okay, that's good. That's good. Testing. Ah, I hear myself. Hear me? Just give me a second, folks, to get myself discombobulated. Just give me a second, folks, to looks good, sounds good. Who do I have in here? I have Project Gemineye. I will put up the link. Everybody's going link. More post comment. I need to get the channel link. Hold on. I always screw this up. Oh, bear with me. I forgot how to do that link. Oh, this is so annoying. Oh, Christ. Give me a sec, guys. I can't remember how to post a freaking link. It used to be post comment. Okay, this is like really annoying right now because I can't post a link. Guests. Maybe it's under guests. Invite guests. There we go. Copy to clipboard. So annoying. And then post comment. See, I haven't done this for over a month. I forgot how to do it. There we go. Click that link, guys. Nazz, Mark. Click the link. That's what happens when you don't stream for over a month. Instant stress. I look handsome in this Genesis shirt. Well, thank you. Let's bring them in one at a time. Add to stream. Add to stream. Layout.
Yay. I can still hear myself.
Yeah, I can hear I can hear you double there, Mark.
No, you're really doubling. Too.
Nazz, you got your YouTube off?
Mine's off too. Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Perfect.
Can't hear you, Nazz. Say something.
Hello?
Speak.
Hello.
Speak.
Hello.
There we go.
Hello. Hello.
You hear me?
Okay, we hear you now.
All right. All
hey,
right.
There. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah.
Actually, I got something related too.
Yes, it's the Genesis squad.
Yes.
Yes. To answer your question, did you watch my video last night, Mazz?
Yes.
My vinyl tag. So now you know the shirt fits great. Thank you very much, bud. Thank you. I love it.
You're very welcome.
Love it. Love it. Love it.
So what's
new with you guys?
Hello, Mark.
How you doing? What's new with you guys out there?
Not too much. Not too much. Been a quiet week. I've been keeping away from the streams after getting trashed on the streams. Yeah, I'm not too impressed.
Yeah.
What streams were these? Or you
I
don't
was on Rachel's stream on Monday. Yeah, I guess Nazz hasn't heard this story.
Mm.
No.
So yeah, I was on Rachel's stream. Of course, I always get kidded about Britney Spears. I always get kidded about the fact that I like Britney, and whatever. I don't care. But I don't even know what the discussion was. But I had suggested I don't know, we were talking about jazz or something, and somehow it came up that I pulled up Maynard Ferguson, who I would think Nazz knows Maynard Ferguson.
Yeah.
Canadian flugelhorn fellow, Canada Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
And I showed MF Horn. I showed a bunch of Maynard Ferguson's albums on the stream real quick. A stack of my Maynard Ferguson, because I love Maynard Ferguson. He's great. I love him. Flugelhorn player. He's great stuff. Bopping music, And I showed a bunch of them. And everybody was kind of dissing them, like, oh, who the hell's that? Da, 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 da. Which I can understand from Americans, probably, like US people and people from other parts, because, of course, Maynard was probably super big here in Canada. But I don't know how far he got outside of Canada. I don't know what his influence was outside of Canada.
Like the hip.
Yeah. Yeah, kind
of. But I said, I love this guy, great. And I suggested MF Horn 1, which is one of his most famous albums. And he can, most people that know record stores and whatnot and record stores will know MF Horn 1. It's a classic album, MacArthur's Park, Eli's Coming. It's a great spin. In my opinion, an absolutely great spin. And so I suggested that on Rachel's stream, and a couple of people shot it down. And I said, play a minute or two from something, play it. Here's the name, here's the track, here's the track listings, play one of these songs. So they put on a song, and they literally played 5 seconds of a song. 5 seconds, like, of the intro, you know what I mean? Like, what can you tell from an intro? What can you tell about a whole 45-minute album from a 5-second intro? They played 5 seconds of the intro, and they go, oh, this is just so bad, and turned it off. And I go, well, why don't you go into the middle of a song, like, when they're doing soloing and whatnot. And so they fast forward and they play like literally not even 2 seconds of in the middle of a song and go, oh, this is just terrible. This is absolutely terrible. And that pissed me off. They're like, how dare you judge an album by listening to 5 seconds of a song? Like, who the fuck are you like, suddenly you guys are the experts on music. You judge an album on.
They sound like record label people.
Huh?
Record label people in the day used to do that. Used to take a record and they go, zzz, 5 seconds, nope, zzz, nope, zzz, nope, don't like it.
It really bothered me, and they started cracking jokes at me and making fun of me and making fun of the artist. And so I said, I don't need this, and I left the stream. I just turned off my camera. And they continued trashing it and trashing me and trashing it all and making fun of it all. And I'm trying to defend in the comments going, this guy's a Canadian legend. Like, maybe if you actually played an album, listen to the album before you judge, before you like little vinyl snobs all judge, maybe you'd learn something, blah, 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 right? And I'm in the comments and I'm trying to defend my position. Yeah. And Rachel gave wrenches to everybody in the last couple of weeks, which and when you get a wrench, it means you're a moderator. You can block people from the stream. You can kick people from the peanut gallery and so on and so forth, right? So Rachel gave out her wrenches and one of the guys that came in, Eric Weinbender, I didn't find this out till after because I didn't know who had done it at first, blocks me, kicks me for defending my position. He comes in and he kicks me like it's a big fucking joke. And I said, that's it. I'm done. I don't need this shit. I don't need to be disrespected. And they're going, well, we're not disrespecting you. I was saying in the spring, we're not disrespecting you. You didn't make the record. It's not your fault. It's a crappy record, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, to me, I go, you are disrespecting me because you're disrespecting my opinion in music. I don't have that. What was that? And so haven't been on any of the streams all week. I don't need that shit. I don't. I'm tired of people disrespecting me and making fun of music. Just because I live outside the box and try music from all decades. I listen to everything. I listen to brand new music. I listen to old music. I listen to everything. I listen to pop. I don't care. Like I said in my video yesterday, music is ageless. It's raceless. It's religionless. It's timeless. It's everythingless. Music is for everybody. It doesn't matter how old you are, where you're from. As far as I'm concerned, all genres, all music, it's good for everybody. It's music. And that's my bitch of the day. So that's that. But I just thought that was really, I'm tired of that sort of silliness. Like, if there's other members in the community that if they'd have showed that album on stream, nobody would have batted an eye. You know what I mean? But Anthony's always the punching bag. If
And
other
Nazz,
members,
your
I'm
microphone.
not going to start naming names because I'm not that type of person. But there's other people. If somebody else, and I think Mark, you probably know some of the people. If another person had shown that album, they would have said, "Oh, okay, we'll check it out." You know what I mean? Like, they wouldn't have batted an eye. But
Yeah.
Anthony is always the butt of jokes because Anthony likes Whitney and pop. And
It's just because
Dua Lipa, they can't even say
it's
her
because
name.
you.
Right,
Well, that's the thing. It's because you show music on your channel that is just really not like listened to by other people on there, and some people are just like some people I find if it's not in their wheelhouse, then they won't really give it a chance. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know for sure. But
and
that
I mean,
doesn't. I don't think that gives them the right to
it's
trash
right.
it and trash the person.
Yeah, no, I know. I know. I'm not saying that they should. I'm just saying that I already know from being on that stream a few times that I rarely ever recommend anything of my stuff. I mean, Rachel goes on and talks about my stuff quite a bit, and I never ask her to do it. She does it because she wants to help promote me, and that's fine. And I appreciate that, just like how you do it for me too, and I appreciate it as well. But with some of the people on those streams, some of them are there to get reactions. Some of them there try to just go there to have fun and stuff like that. And I just find that that's the wrong stream to try to talk about serious music. I find.
Yeah, but it just turned me off of streaming because it's like I come on to talk about music, and I think they all know that when I come to the stream, I try to bring music. I try to open people's mind. I try to open people's minds to other music, to new music.
Some people just don't want that, though.
I know, they just don't want it. They just don't want it. But like I said, this all comes back. That it gives you no excuse to trash the messenger. To shoot the shoot the messenger. Like I don't do that.
Yeah,
and I know Nazz, and that's one thing Nazz and I have in common. David and I have in common is we think outside the box. We love music from all generations, all genres. He and I have very similar tastes, and we're always trying new music. And I wish there were more people out there that tried new music like we do. I really do. Because it's such a shame to be so closed to so much music in the world. I mean, there's so much music out there. And people want to live in a little tiny, tiny, tiny thimble. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, some people just like that. Some people just enjoy what they like, and they're content with that. I mean, like for me personally, I don't know if you watched my vinyl tag video that I did, but I mentioned on my video that I don't have a single girl band in my collection.
Nothing wrong with that.
And like I said, I have nothing against girl bands, but when I grew up.
Exactly, but you wouldn't trash somebody for showing a girl band. Exactly.
Yeah. No, exactly. But that to say that you make it and everybody else does should be, chastised for it,
Exactly. So I thought about when I was putting the title on this stream, what we should talk about today. And what should we talk about? I sort of figured maybe we should talk about what's coming out in the next few months. What's coming out in 2021? It's a new year. So, I think that may be a good topic for us all to talk about. What's coming out this year, what's being reissued this year, what are people excited for, what have people heard? Because I'm sure we've all have a few different things that we know are coming out that others don't know about. What do you think? What do you think, David? Sound like a plan?
You go ahead. Your mic's not on.
David. His mic on? Yeah, his mic's on.
I can't.
Oh, no, you turned up. Now you're on. Speak.
Can't hear you.
How come I don't hear David? What happened to David? We don't hear you. Take those out. Yeah, just use the phone mic. It's good enough. That's what I use. You might have to restart. I don't know. Hello. You might have to restart your stream.
Yeah, give him a second.
Yeah, no restart. I think.
Well, I guess while we wait for him, I'll tell you what I'm looking forward to.
You can start on.
I think that I'm looking forward to Bowie. You know me, I'm a big David Bowie guy, and last couple of years he's always been kind of releasing those boxes from certain eras of his career. And right now he's kind of doing like this really odd thing where he released a box ahead of time, like an empty box, and you got to buy the separate albums for it, and they're all live stuff from from that era of the from Outside, Earthling, and Hours in that time. They're doing live albums from that period. But I'm really hoping that they go back to the studio albums boxes because I really want to get that one next. And I think the reason why
they can make way more money doing it that way.
Yeah, well, yeah, but I mean, why I want that is because those records that are next up on the studio albums, which are albums like White Tie, Black Noise, those things are really hard to find on vinyl like the originals, and they're really, really expensive. Same with Earthling is insanely expensive on vinyl like the original, and same with Outside. But lucky I have Outside on white label, and that right now when I looked at Discogs, that's like a $200 record, that album, So I really hope that they reissue some of these albums because I don't think I'll ever be able to get anything of those on OG. And Rob Walker just mentioned that New Order are releasing a new album.
Yes, they are. Of course, they released that first single in the fall, Be a Rebel, which I really like the first single. I like more of the remixes than the single's very typical radio, New Order radio play-ish. But it's got 3 other mixes that are really good. So yeah, I'm a big New Order fan, so looking forward to the New Order, and hopefully going to see them this year because my concert from last summer was pushed an entire year ahead into this September.
Well,
said hold on to your tickets, so I still got my tickets that I bought like a year and a half ago.
I read some bad news though, unfortunately, on stream today. There was something from Carl Palmer from obviously from ELO there, not ELO, Emerson, Lake and Palmer, and he said that he got informed by promoters already in England that all his UK dates for 2021 are canceled again. That everything had to be pushed to 2022.
I'm fingers are crossed that the New Order, because it was a double main event, New Order and Pet Shop Boys double header, 2 of my all-time favorite groups. So it was pushed exactly a year from September to September.
Okay,
and,
can you hear me now?
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, we can hear you. We're good. So yeah, it was pushed from
You can
September
hear me
to
now.
September. 2 concerts last year were completely canceled and refunded. The Pet Shop Boys New Order concert
We're talking
was pushed till September, and
we're talking
we're talking. Yeah, we were just waiting for you to come back. We were just talking about concerts being canceled and postponed.
Yeah, you were talking about New Order. You're talking Pet Shop Boys New Order, correct?
Yes, that tour.
Yeah, because I have tickets. I have tickets for that in Vancouver.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember when the tickets went on sale. I asked you if you were coming to Toronto, if you wanted to come, and you said no, I'm going to go to Vancouver. It's closer. Were yours canceled or postponed?
Postponed, so I didn't get a refund. I still have my tickets, and I doubt it's going to happen 2021.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Mine was pushed till September 13 or something like that. I don't know if it's going to happen. And I had a meeting. I don't. Go.
I just don't believe there's going to be concerts in 2021. I don't believe.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so either. I don't think so.
Especially here in Canada.
It's really.
Here, everything is so friggin' behind with the vaccination here. I mean, by the time they get like 100,000 people done here, it's going to take like months. I mean, you want to do the whole populace?
They say they're not. Yeah, the vaccinations alone aren't going to be even anywhere near.
That's a year. That's going to take a year to do. Everyone, the way we're going right now.
Yeah,
so I have no faith in live music right now. It's going to happen, and it's really
I think we're going to see another postponement or a cancellation and then a refund. And I had a ticket for a meet. I had a ticket for a meet and greet for Lindsey Sterling in August, and that meet and greet has been pushed exactly 1 year to this August. I don't think there's going to be any meet and greet concert with Lindsey Sterling for me this August somehow.
No,
which is a shame because I had a meet and greet ticket.
No.
So Rob Walker's asking. Rob Walker asked, "Will Record Store Day be split into 3 like last year? This year, what do you think?"
We'll have to see. I don't know. Too early to say.
I think. I mean,
Record Store Day won't announce anything until about the end of February. So,
I think it'll be normal this year.
You think they'll do the full?
Stores are still open with limited capacity. I'm not sure about Toronto, but outside of Toronto.
Yeah, but you got to remember records.
I know. Sorry, go ahead.
No. I was just gonna say Record Store Day though isn't recordstoreday.com from the UK, so don't they kind of base everything on what's going on in the UK? I believe it starts in the UK. No,
there's UK, US, Canada. They all have different.
Yeah, they're all separate.
They're all separate. But the main Record Store Day, recordstoreday.com. Where are they located? Where do they?
I thought that was US.
I don't know.
But I think regardless, I think it'll go as normal. It'll be limited capacity going to the store. People will keep their 6 feet away, and we'll have Record Store Day.
Yeah, I think it's just going to be the same as it was last year because it went relatively somewhat smoothly, but I think I can't imagine it being any more smoother than that. I think it's just going to be like that, and I think they're just going to continue that way. I mean, and on here also,
I didn't mind it. I actually didn't mind these 3 drops. Because I think I might have got a little bit more than if I'd have gone to 1 drop.
Well, it allows you more time to save up some money, right?
It was kind of fun to pick a few things up each month. It was easier on the wallet, picking up a few things each month.
Definitely easier on the wallet, that's for sure.
Because traditionally, Record Store Day is a big hit on the wallet. Because you always end up buying double of what you were planning to every time. Say, I'm just going to get this, this, and this. And then you get this, this, and this, and this, this, and this, and this, and this.
Yeah, well, every time. To be honest, I never went to any one of the Record Store Days. I just ended up getting them after the fact.
Well, you went to one because I met you at a Record Store Day.
Yeah, no. I mean this year though. I didn't go. Yeah. I didn't go to any of them this year.
They were all social distanced, right? All the ones I went to were all social distance this year.
Yeah. So I mean, I didn't bother.
All of mine were online.
Yeah, and not even that was.
All of ours were online this year, so it didn't have the excitement. But it still worked.
Yeah, like the Black Friday. I went to the Black Friday. I was the only guy there. I was the only guy there. It was like two guys came after me, but it was like easy pickings because I was the only guy there.
Yeah. Well, I'm
awesome
also guessing
that.
I'm also guessing that people assume that there wouldn't be as much to choose from as well, because I mean I've heard from quite a few different people that they thought that the record stores weren't as equipped with the records as they were in previous years.
A lot of stuff didn't even make it to the stores on Black Friday. Canada got really screwed on Black Friday. I think over half the titles never even showed up in Canada. I know Rick at my store. He said he got less. He got 30 titles. That was it. Out of the couple hundred that he'd asked for.
Another thing you have to think about too is with the state of retails, how much money do these stores have to buy Record Store Day stock, because it's over and above what they normally spend. They're taking a hit. Their stores are taking a big hit. So I know a lot of stores in my area, I'm going to guess they were affected by how much money they had to spend. So that's another factor.
Sure.
I know
Rick, where I go, has taken a big hit, and I've tried to support him as much as I can. He bought some Record Store Day titles and bought the odd used title, and trying to help him out and buying a few things. I bought a few things from him that I could have got for a couple bucks less on Amazon, but I just wanted to support him.
Yeah.
Well, I got give him a little bit of business and not give it all to Amazon, and just when I could, I bought a couple of things curbside from him.
Yeah, I bought that David Bowie Live, that 74 Soul Tour off him, but I bought it well after the fact. But he had a copy left, so he was pretty pleased to have me come and buy it, because still it was a $40 album. But I'm telling you, that album, I got it for $40 off him, but online on Discogs, it's already up into like the hundreds already. It's unbelievable how they jack up the prices on this stuff.
Jack's Tracks. I'll let you on in a few minutes, buddy. I'll let you on in a few minutes, Jack.
And then they'll, inevitably these titles go crazy and then they drop in price. So I'm picking up Record Store Day albums that were out 2 years ago.
That package got to you real fast this week, Dave.
Yeah, that was quick. Thank you for that.
I mailed that on Tuesday, and you got it on Friday.
Well, it's the power of the company I work for, isn't it?
Yeah.
People make fun of us. People make fun of us.
Explain to me why the record I sent to Rachel has now been over a month. And disappeared and burned.
I'm still waiting for a parcel that someone mailed me the day after Black Friday. and it's still
In Canada?
I mean, there's a ton of
From Canada,
it's in
though?
Canada now, but yeah, but it took it so long to get out of the US. There's so
Oh,
much
yeah,
backlog right
yeah.
now everywhere.
The
I mean,
funny
you gotta
thing
think
is,
companies are dealing with sometimes. So go ahead, Mark.
no, sorry, I was just going to say that
Go
when you're
ahead.
talking about the delay of mail, the one thing that I'm worried about is I ordered 2 albums from a guy that Patrick, the vinyl archivist, recommended. I bought 2 Iron Maiden records that were done in like from a Russian record label, so it was from a Russian seller.
What Iron Maidens?
Seventh Son and then Somewhere in Time, but they were
Oh,
but they're
good
but they
albums. Good
but the
albums.
thing is though they were UK stampers used by the Russian company, so that they're in fact UK pressings but done by a Russian company. And he listened to them. He said that they were outstanding. So I trust him when he said that they sound incredible, and they cost next to nothing. Like the Russian guys are selling them for like $20, and if you go online to Discogs and the UK sites, they're really expensive UK pressings of those records. So, but I'm just waiting, and I don't know how long it's going to take. Coming from Russia, it could take 2 months, 3 months, who knows?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, well, Wendy James just sent me Racine yesterday, as I told you, Nazz. Wendy James just sent out the Racine to me. So let's see how long it takes for that to get here. It should take about 3 weeks. Speaking of Wendy James. A little VCLP.
It should take about 3 weeks.
Slipped in that package for you. You weren't expecting that, were you?
It sounds really good too.
You've been so generous to me. It's like now we have this little. I think we have this little competition going on now. Yeah, because I know you're gonna like do something now and send me. You're gonna be like there's gonna be a message from Nazz in a few weeks or something. You're like, Anthony, you got a package coming, and then it's just gonna like.
Yeah, Matthew, I think you're right.
Autograph Max. I sent you that autograph Max Webster too, didn't I?
Huh?
You got the autograph Max Webster?
Yeah, I got the autograph Max Webster. That was very cool. Very cool. That was an interesting box. So that Britney tour program, that really surprised me. And then the Max Webster and the shirt and the 12-inch promo single. Yeah, the 12-inch promo single, and then the 7-inch single. And that Blue Oyster Cult, which I've never seen anywhere in a store. I've never seen that particular Blue Oyster Cult.
You know what? I had 5 copies. I thought, okay, I'll let one go because I got to spread the word about that album. So
yeah, you don't
now
see
you
that
haven't
album.
mentioned those.
I've never seen that album in a store here. Never.
No,
never
I have. I found one. I found one in London last year. That was a UK. Then I have a London. I have a UK blue vinyl version, a Canadian, and I think I gave you my US version. So, but I got to spread the word.
Jack Strax, if you're listening, you can come in. I'll let you in a minute. So just come back to the backstage when you can. I will let you come.
So we were talking.
But we were going to talk about new releases. I'm just catching up with the Peanut Gallery. Just to answer some people's questions. Yes. Yeah, go.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
No, you go.
I said I wanted to talk about the 2 new Yes reissues coming out. Because they're coming out on ear. Well, the Glastonbury one is unofficial, and it's. I still ordered it. It's bootleg, but I still ordered it. The two coming out on Ear Music. They're by the same pressing company.
And the Symphonic.
Yeah, they're the same pressing company that did the Letter and the Blondie Live album from Optimal Media and from Optimal Media in Germany, and they're remastering it for vinyl. And if it sounds anything close to as good as the Ladder or the other Ear Music titles they've been doing, it's going to be fantastic, and I can't wait to see how good the Symphonic album sounds.
Yeah, because Symphonic Yes, I have the DVD of Symphonic Yes, the original, the DVD of that Symphonic Yes concert, which I loved that performance. And I went to see that concert when it came here to Toronto. So to finally get it on like vinyl, I'm actually looking forward to that because that was a really good tour.
And I'm really happy for the House of Blues album.
I haven't heard the House of Blues. Have you heard the House of Blues? Because that did come out on CD or something, didn't it? Or video or something?
Yeah, I got it. I got both of them, yeah.
So that I'm looking forward to that one. That one's coming out the same day, Mark. That one's coming out the same day as the Symphonic.
And they're so cheap. They're so cheap.
Ear Music. What is Ear Music? Pre-order. Ear Music with all these and this is Canadian dollars. All these pressings are like 25 $25, $26, $27 Canadian
But-
for double or triple LPs.
But
That's
come
amazing.
release day, they go up to about $50. But for pre-order, $24.99 for double albums, and they are audiophile quality vinyl.
Yeah, they're not
I can't wait to
bootlegs, and
see
they're
to
not
hear
from-
how
from
good these
some
albums sound.
flimsy company. So
No, and I'm so happy that Ear Music is taking the time to do justice to these Yes albums. I would wish they would do all of the Yes catalog, but they won't, obviously. But
Yeah.
I'm so happy they're picking up these latter. They're doing these latter day Yes albums, and I'm really excited about it.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't
So
too excited about Glastonbury because I mean, I've saw the show a few times and it wasn't their best performance by any stretch of the imagination. But you know,
No.
the symphonic one, I have it on Blu-ray when it came out. I got that, and so it sounds fantastic when I was listening to that. And I think it has probably one of the best performances of like Starship Trooper on there and stuff like that. But you know, I'm tempted to get it on vinyl. You know, it's just right now there's a few other things that I'm waiting on, and I have so many things coming that haven't arrived yet. Like Rhino was supposed to be sending me the reissue of Black Sabbath's Dehumanizer, and I'm waiting on it now. They sent me a message for that like a couple of weeks back saying it's on its way, and I'm like, oh great. Yeah, I got a message 1 week ago saying that it's on its way. Like, come on, man. Like, how long is this going to take?
Rhino's also doing the deluxe box set for Volume 4 by Sabbath, which I pre-ordered because I got for Christmas. I got the Paranoid box set, which is fantastic. And so I pre-ordered the Volume 4 one because I already have Dehumanizer. But I'm interested to see what they do with the new version of Dehumanizer. But yeah, it's taking forever though. So I'm not sure if there's pressing issues or there's a backlog.
To answer the Peanut Gallery's questions, yes, the Alice Cooper comes February 26th. I pre-ordered it the day it was announced by Alice because, of course, I follow Alice and get his newsletters and all that jazz. And, of course, I pre-ordered it the day it was announced, right from the Alice Cooper website because they have the exclusive double purple vinyl, the CD, a DVD of his last tour, which will be really nice, DVD concert of his last tour. That was the Paranormal tour. The one that he did the live album for. So there's going to be a DVD of the concert. T-shirt. It's got a mask in it and a torch. I don't even know what the torch is. I don't know what the torch is. It just says torch.
But
a big ass poster
on Amazon, Anthony, they have the CD version, but they don't have the vinyl version. So you're lucky there. But it looks pretty deluxe with the mask and all that stuff.
The super deluxe thing I ordered from Alice Cooper, of course, comes with that was exclusive. The purple vinyl is exclusive from the Alice Cooper website with the poster. And then, like I said, the DVD thing, the CD has the DVD and the T-shirt and the stickers and I don't even know what the torch is. What are they talking about a torch? Is he going to have like a freaking torch?
It's good to hear vinyl and kicks.
Or is it a flashlight, the UK calls a torch a flashlight?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, because it's being packaged in the UK. It is Ear Music that's doing it. So
for all this hoopla, the album better be good.
I've heard
all these deluxe box sets.
3 of the singles are on YouTube. You can hear 3 of the songs already on YouTube, and I really like them. I really like the 3 songs that I've heard so far.
What, you can't tell me that? I didn't know that.
Yeah, 3 of the songs. You can follow Alice Cooper's channel. And you know the Breadcrumbs EP? The Breadcrumbs EP?
Yeah.
Some of the songs from that Breadcrumbs EP are on the album because that Breadcrumbs EP was I guess it was like a prequel to the album. I guess the Breadcrumbs EP, he liked doing that so much that he decided to do a full album. So I think there are a couple songs from that Breadcrumbs. Yeah, and a couple of songs from that Breadcrumbs EP are on the album, but they're different version. A different version.
Okay.
Like another album that I'm looking forward to, which is kind of related. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that band, Arc of Life. It's John Davison, Billy Sherwood, and that. Well, because I'm in the Yes Music podcast, their publishing company sent us an advance of the whole album, and so I've got to listen to it the couple of days back there. So and it's good. I mean, it's not like super proggy, but there's lots of elements of prog in it. It's very good. A lot of Billy Sherwood singing. The only thing that kind of makes me confused about it a bit is why they didn't let John Davison do more of the lead vocal stuff. There's a lot of Billy Sherwood lead vocal on it, which is odd considering that you have John Davison. But I think that they're kind of maybe trying to steer away from it sounding too Yes-like with having him sing it all. You know what I mean?
You know what? I like John Davidson. That's on live.
Oh, I do too.
A couple times, and he did a masterful job of doing what album. I saw him do the 2 albums they did. Going for the One and
the Yes album.
The Edge, I think it did together. The Yes album, and I think he did a great job.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Did Jack leave?
He said he had to come back.
Okay.
Okay. But I thought he did an admirable job. I mean, if you can't have John Anderson, John Davidson's, he does a good job.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying
So,
because usually he's just a singer, John Davison, but I know he plays bass. He's a good bass player and he's a good acoustic guitar player. So I'm guessing maybe they have him playing, acoustic, maybe a little bit more guitar on this record, and he's splitting vocals with Billy Sherwood on this. But it's a good record though. So far from what I've heard, it's good. And like usual with most of these prog kind of albums, the first single is the weakest song so far that I've heard on there. The one that they have the video out for. I think it's okay.
I want both Dave and Mark's opinion on this album because it's sitting in my cart. It dropped yesterday. I know this has been released in the 2000s. I think it came out 2003 or something. It's a Billy Sherwood production.
Mm-hmm.
This one right here. I was tempted to pick it up. It dropped yesterday on vinyl.
What is it, a tribute album? Yeah, I knew it would be a tribute album. Billy Sherwood does all the tribute albums.
Yeah, this is
no.
And I read the write-up because his other Pink Floyd one sold 50,000 plus units. So I don't know. This one says limited blah blah pressing, features performances by King so-and-so from King Crimson, Robbie Krieger, Tommy Shaw, Rick Wakeman, blah blah blah, John Wetton, produced by Billy Sherwood. It's a redoing of Dark Side of the Moon, but I was kind of like,
I'll tell you something.
But why not just listen to Dark Side of the Moon? Buy Dark Side of the Moon.
Honestly, I'll tell you something. Don't waste your time with his cover albums. See this record here?
Yeah.
What's that one?
Yeah.
Days Between Stations. That's it's a band here.
Yeah, I know. Covers albums can be a real.
He produced this, and he also sang lead vocals, and he did the drums for this. And the other 2 guys that are the main guys of the band play guitar and keyboards. It's honestly the new record that came out this year from them, which is called Giants. Here, I'll show you the picture of the cover here real quick. This album right here.
Okay.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay. That album was my pick of 2020. It's honestly that good. It's fantastic. The production is incredible. Fantastic progressive rock stuff. It's really good. It's not like wankery stuff. It's really, really well done. They have only a few guest people on it, which is rare for Billy Sherwood stuff. He only has Durga McBroom, who does the backing vocals when they toured with Pink Floyd. She was one of the backing girls on there. She's one of the things. And Colin Moulding from XTC sings one song on there, and that's it. So
what's the name of this band, Mark?
Days Between Stations.
Okay, I'm gonna write that down. 1 second. I got my pen right. Days Between Stations.
Yeah.
Days Between.
And if you go on Bandcamp, you can get there's a CD thing. There's they have a test pressings available. They have a bunch of stuff. And even if you go to their main site, they have some really nice splattered vinyl available and stuff like that. I ordered stuff from them.
I wrote it down because when I'm done this live stream, I'm going to listen to it. So,
okay, cool.
The odd thing is
tribute albums can be a crapshoot because sometimes they're just horrid, and I had a feeling that one might not be. I don't know, because there has been a few done by that same group of artists before that are.
Well, it's the whole Cleopatra Deadline label. They have their cast of characters who do all.
Yeah,
the
but then again,
albums.
you have this one here, which is fan-freaking-tastic.
Which one is that?
This one came out
Is that
in 2018. This one.
I'm going to bet you that's a
Welcome
repackaging.
to the Nightmare, Alice Cooper, a tribute to Alice Cooper. And
Okay, what label is that on?
This one is freaking awesome. It really is.
Okay, what label is it on, Anthony? Anthony, what label?
Deadline. This is on Deadline.
Yeah. I'm going to bet you, and I'm going to grab the CD, that's a repackaging of the tribute that came out in the late 90s.
Oh, but for sure it probably is. But the performances on here
it was pretty good,
fantastic. Though. This is a good album.
It was good. It was a good tribute album. I'm going to grab my CD. 1 second.
Yeah. School's Out by Dave Mustaine. No More Mr. Nice Guy, Slash and Roger Daltrey. Welcome to My Nightmare, Ronnie James Dio.
Okay, I don't have the CD.
With Vince Neil. Black Widow with Bruce Dickinson. You got Dee Snider, Glenn Hughes, Dawkins, and
who does Under My Wheels again?
Pardon?
Who does Under My Wheels again?
Joe Elliott.
I know. Yes, that's the tribute album that I have, and that one's really good. That's one of the rare ones. They
only pressed like 300 copies of this, and I grabbed one, and this is a fantastic spin. So there are some.
Yeah, I do agree.
And you know what? Another one is that's good, and this is a repackaging too, but I really, really like this one. This one came out.
Okay, I'll take your word for that one.
2019. This is a double LP.
I'm gonna bet you.
It's got members from 6 million bands, but honestly, I really like.
I'm gonna bet you. I'm gonna bet you these members. Yeah, because it's gonna have Great White or Jack Russell on it, correct? I'm gonna guess.
People from Blue Oyster Cult, Thin Lizzy, Jethro Tull, Rainbow, Deep Purple, King Crimson, Jack, Great White, Toto, ELP, yes, and more.
Okay, wait.
The same people.
Yeah.
It's just like it's a crap.
It's always the same. And I'm surprised. I wouldn't doubt Billy Sure would produce that one too, because he produces all of them.
Let's see. Let's see.
Not a bad thing.
But you know what? This one, I like this one. I really do like this one.
But you know what? Honestly, I don't waste my time with these kind of tribute records. If you're gonna get something from Billy Sherwood, again, get this, for example. See this? The Prog Collective.
That's okay. That's
I've been wanting to get that, but it's almost sold out. You know, it's
they on Bandcamp. They have it available for colored vinyl.
Yeah.
Yeah,
double
CD, sorry, double vinyl, $23.
But don't they have 2 albums out?
Yeah, there's a new one that just came out now. Brand new one that just came out now. That's on CD only so far. Yeah,
and I've heard it, and it's really better than I thought it would be. It's not embarrassing like a lot of Cleopatra. Those tribute albums that come out. This is a really good album, I think.
Yeah, and this Prog Collective album, I know that you've heard it, but those songs in there are originally written songs. You know what I mean? So it's not like this is a cover. This is why I like it much better. You know,
it's original material.
Yeah,
it's fantastic.
Had some trouble with the
Jack,
computer.
go ahead.
But
go ahead and talk, Jack. I'm gonna make coffee quickly. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'm gonna make a coffee. So Jack, go ahead.
And now you leave when we're gonna start talking about new stuff. You what?
Talking too much about other things. That's why.
We'll talk. Yes, we'll talk to Jax while we're waiting for David to get his coffee. And actually, Mark can talk to Jax because I'm gonna get a Pepsi.
Oh, great. Okay.
Right. Always when I join, it's like out of there. Right.
We're out of here.
So what's going on with you?
Not much. How are you? I saw your vinyl tag 2021. It was very good. I really enjoyed it.
Good. Thank you. But like I said in my thing, there's obviously some things in there that I just wasn't too much into. Like I'm not into punk stuff, and I'm not into the whole girl band thing. But I was honest at least, right?
Did you see my vinyl tag?
I did. I'm trying to get around to all of them because pretty much all of them.
Did you see my top 25? Jack?
I did. These videos are like 30 minutes long, every vinyl tag. So you got to keep up with them, and it's
Did you
hard.
see my top? Did you see my top 25 of the year?
I didn't watch the whole thing. I had dinner in between it, so I didn't get to the whole thing. But I did watch like.
There's gonna be some fire between you and me for the album of the year. My album of the year. You already know what my album of the year was, and I already watched your video where you trashed it.
Oh, was it Dua Lipa?
Yeah. I don't like Jack's. You're in my bad book now, Jack.
I put it on the list. I put it on the list at least.
But see, your friend there, he put it in the top 3 of the year. So I'm like, good boy. What the hell happened to Jack's? Good boy. What the hell happened to Jack's?
Yeah, I was like, I asked him because I knew other people were going to be watching, and I was like, if I do this thing, it's just going to be ridiculous hard rock kind of metal stuff that a lot of people aren't going to listen to. So
how do you know? How do you know? I listen to a lot of hard rock metal. You know how many people have channels that are hard rock metal channels out there?
I was going to say something because he also has a YouTube channel that he posted his on. So we had to kind of split it up so his viewers would have some sort of thing and my viewers would have some sort of thing. So that's where the whole split kind of genres came in. He's a huge country fan, so I had to incorporate a lot of that in it. And it was fun making the list. I mean, we put a jazz record on there, which was pretty cool. But yeah.
Yeah, well, if you look at my list, I have nothing like that. I have mainly just prog stuff, mainly hard rock stuff. And I mean, but that's it. Listen, the thing about these lists that I don't understand, honestly, and this is not a strike against anybody or a kind of a jab at anybody, but sometimes I think that people make these lists and try to find the most extravagant and an unknown record just to look really cool rather than just honestly tell me what you really like. You know what I mean?
That's what I did in my top 25 video. Yeah. These were the albums that, I approached it logically, even though there was obviously some groups and artists that are my favorites. I at least approached those albums and ranked them. I tried to rank them appropriately and not give favoritism to them. You know what I mean? And I basically went, I had 40 plus new releases for 2020. And I wheedled them down by going, how much have I spun this one this year? How many times have I spun this? Oh, I spin this in the car. I spin that, I just tried to handle it really logically. Does this album feel good? What was my initial impact? Am I still listening to this album now? And I tried to really approach it unbiased when I did my top 25, and they're all albums that I absolutely love. Like I didn't put anything on there that I don't spin. If you know what I mean. But I had everything in there. I had pop on there. I had.
But that's the thing. I
had R&B. I had pop. I had metal. I had rock. Straight up rock. I had everything on my list.
But that's all I'm saying is I make no apologies.
And I put a lot of thought into, like, when I did that list, I spent a lot, I spent one day just looking at these albums and even spinning a couple just to, I haven't heard this in a month. Let me just, where am I going to put it on my list? You know what I mean? Like, where am I going to put this on my list and so on?
When we made it, we probably spent like 3 days of just like FaceTiming each other to see out like what he liked and what I liked. And then we had to somehow group them into one list and then rank them. But
rank, and I never do ranking videos, so
that was tricky. We have such different music tastes that it was like, well, Dua Lipa was in the top 3 for him, but it was in the top 20 for me.
Exactly. So, I think you put it around 9 or something for you.
Okay, so hang on, I gotta answer something here. Deadwax66 put, Mark, you need to check out some punk. I am familiar with punk. I mean, obviously the obvious stuff like Sex Pistols and Teenage Head and the Ramones and stuff like that. And it's not that I don't like it. It's just that it's not. I can think of 100 other things that I would buy first before I bought that. You know what I mean? So that's really what it is. And like with my list, like I said before, I listen to what I listen to. I listen to a lot of prog. I listen to a lot of hard rock and metal, and that's going to be what's on my list. I'm not going to pull out an Art Blakey record, just to look cool and say, yeah, this is the kind of record I listen to for an obscure record, because I really don't listen to that.
Yeah, I like my list. I try to make everything be easily accessible. You know what I mean? And plus, I did it old school. Because here in Toronto, and Mark knows what I mean.
Thanks, Deadwax.
Q107 and Chum FM and Chum AM used to, on New Year's Eve, they'd count down their top 100 songs. They'd count down their top 25 albums, whatnot. Q107 would play their top 25 albums. And so I approached it like a radio station. That's how I did mine. I didn't pick remasters or old stuff, old pressings or remasters or live albums or all these things. Mm-hmm. I stuck it to new artists because that truly is a top 25 of the year should be new releases. That's what they are. They're new releases. So I tried to approach it by looking at new artists, new releases, new studio artists, the way I grew up. And that's how I did my list.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, Jax, let me ask you something. If I asked you right now, what's your favorite hard rock record without thinking hard? What's your favorite hard rock album? Don't
Hard.
think about it. Just what's the first album?
I don't know if it's necessarily hard. I mean, hard rock, probably Skid Row's first album. I mean,
There you go.
I want
Yeah,
to.
but I wouldn't classify Skid Row as hard rock. That's hair metal.
Yeah,
It's not rock. It is hard rock, and it's 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 metal, but all these kind of categories
depends
are.
when you grew up. See, when I grew up in the '70s, hard rock was hard rock, metal was metal. There was a category. It was called hard rock, and then hair metal.
Yeah.
Bands that were hair metal fit into the metal category, and I would put a Skid Row as a hair metal band, so it would have gone.
well,
They wouldn't back in my day. They wouldn't have been considered hard rock. They would have fallen in the metal category.
Yeah, they were kind of considered
There's so
metal.
many
But I mean,
subgenres now; it's ridiculous.
but I mean,
you know.
that's the thing. You listen to Skid Row, and then you listen to a band like Typo Negative. Really, to give a metal tag to both bands is kind of ridiculous because one is insanely more heavier than the other. You know what I mean?
Cheap Trick's first album, they would consider them power pop, but their first album is very hard rock. I mean, if you look at the track list on that first debut album is so hard rock. But if you listen to Dream Police, you would consider it power pop. So it's, to me, kind of what record it is and not necessarily an artist, because you said in your video, Mark, with Kiss and one of their records that bands just change so often that it's impossible to kind of label them into one.
The Elder. Because
it's funny because a lot of people put Scorpions in the metal category, and they were around when they first came out. They were doing like psych. Their first album is very psych progressive, almost like it's like a psych progressive psych thing. The first album, and it's fantastic. But they were definitely hard rock, though some people like to label them metal, and I don't never considered Scorpions metal at all.
Yeah. Go ahead, Jax.
Dead Wax's question, and I'm getting to it really late. He asks, what is my favorite guitar / bass? So I definitely took the opportunity to share a bass. So this is my personal favorite. It's a Squire, but it's a classic vibe. So I did some modifications to it at my music store. I switched the pickups in it, and it sounds awesome. And the neck is...
Is that a jazz bass?
No, it's a Precision.
Oh, really? Okay, I can't see it when you're... There you go. Okay.
Yeah, so...
Nice.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
Yeah, I love the finish on it. Love, like, the glossy neck. And, yeah, it's my favorite guitar / bass.
Nice.
I'm having more trouble with my computer. It's saying I need to update. Hold on, I'll be right back.
My first bass was a purple Squire P bass.
You play bass, Dave?
Many moons.
Bass?
Well, I played bass in bands and stuff. I'll talk to you later about that. But yeah, no, my first bass was a purple Squire P bass, and then I think I bought a Burns. That was old Burns 60s basses. I'll have to show you a photo, but I used to play bass. Now I just kind of noodle around in my basement, being old now. But yeah, that's good that Jack's playing bass.
Yeah,
well, we were talking about new music. We're gonna let's try to go back. Now I do have one coming tomorrow, which Dave knows about, that I ordered today. That is coming tomorrow. It said Wednesday, and then I got a notice 15 minutes after I order. It says your package will be delivered tomorrow. So,
you're getting the Amazon 1-day delivery treatment, are you?
Well, no, it's always 1-day delivery. You know that. It's always 1-day delivery where I live.
No,
the
not to my city.
The Amazon warehouse is 10 minutes from me. I can drive.
I know. You can walk there and pick it up.
I could walk
there. You can walk there and pick it up.
If they had a freaking pickup door, I'd just walk over there and pick it up myself.
God.
But I ordered this.
I hate you.
I ordered this because I don't have any of this band in my collection, and I know some of their music, but it was like, and every time I hear songs by them, I like, I should get something by these guys, and I also kind of just like put them on the back burner. So I ordered this today because it dropped yesterday.
Oh, the Dream Theater album.
Dream Theater, yeah.
Dream Theater Live, their brand new live album, just came out on vinyl yesterday.
Yeah,
and it's is it a quadruple vinyl? It's a quadruple vinyl with 3 CD.
Nice.
Oh,
and it was ridiculously cheap. So
Yeah.
it was like, this is probably a great way to get Dream Theater in my collection. And
You don't have any Dream Theater at all?
none.
Could I give you a piece of advice? If you're gonna buy a studio album from them, go back and get Images and Words first, and get Awake.
Metropolis Part 2.
Yeah, well,
What about Metropolis Part 2?
Metropolis Part 2 is good. It's really good, but honestly,
you have to text me those because I'm gonna forget.
Okay.
So just text
Okay,
me
well, I was
those.
gonna say, but honestly, I think Images and Words has been
But
their
I figured,
best
I figured this
for
live
sure.
album would let me hear like a lot of their stuff, you know, because then I could say, well, I like this song, I like this song, I like this song, and
Yeah.
then start sourcing out studio albums. You know what I mean?
But keep in mind, though, James Labrie has aged quite a bit throughout the years. Yeah, I got that too. That's a good album.
I did sample
That's
this
a-
live album on iTunes and one.
This is a good live. This is a good live EP.
Yeah, it's
This
very
is the
good.
Images and Words tour, correct? That's a good EP. This one.
Yeah,
I
you
just
saw
got this
what I
one.
paid for this, David. You saw what I paid for this. It was an amazing price.
That's a really good, and that's
Amazing.
very hard to get on vinyl.
But that
This one,
you paid a good price for that.
This was my birthday present because I got some birthday money to, to buy a record. So this was like $70, but it's 4 LP, 3 CD.
Yeah, I think you're right, Christoph. He says do not buy Dream Theater live album as a first album, because honestly, James Labrie live is nowhere near as good as he is in studio. You might get turned off a bit from his singing because his voice has gone down over the years.
I've already sampled this album, and I like what I heard. So
okay, that's good.
Like I didn't blind buy it. I sampled the album already. So
well, that's good.
I hate to be obsessive here, but if we're talking about new records released in 2020, we're going to go back to the same 3 topics that I talk about. But I ordered the Skid Row self-titled album on purple vinyl, which was cool.
Mm-hmm.
And that was released yesterday. And it's already going for triple the price on Discogs and eBay. So that was good too.
Well, things that I have pre-ordered. These are things that I've already pre-ordered just because. Well, we talked about the Yes already.
Hey, Nick.
Yes. I have pre-ordered the Alice Cooper, obviously, because
Sorry to hear
I
Mac.
have
What's going on
pre-ordered.
with you?
This one here is also a pre-order for me because I absolutely love this artist. I have all their albums on vinyl, except the first one because it was only ever released on CD, and that's of course the Pretty Reckless and their brand new album,
Yes.
Death by Rock and Roll. And
that one is sounding pretty good. I heard that one.
The songs I've heard from that album are sick.
Pretty Reckless. Is that a Swedish band?
No. Pretty Reckless are
American.
band.
They're American.
Fronted by Taylor Monison. And you will know Taylor Monison as being Cindy Lou Who in The Grinch.
Mm.
in the Grinch with whatever it was, Jim Carrey. She was Cindy Lou Who. She then went on to star in Gossip Girl. She was a regular on Gossip Girl, and then she is the frontman for the Pretty Reckless, who have 4 albums.
So
out. This is the 4th album coming
because it's illegal to sell bootlegs on Discogs.
And the Pretty Reckless albums are balls to the wall rock and roll. She can belt out a song. This girl.
It's funny. I like I said, this is not an insult to anybody, but every time, like right now, when you guys showed me that and you told me that Cindy Lou Who girl is the one who's kind of fronting the band already, I was kind of like, I just don't know what it is. I just can't. I don't like metal fronted bands with girls. To me, it just never has the same
This is
impact.
hard rock. This isn't metal. It's hard rock.
Yeah, I'm just saying though, it just doesn't have the same impact than like a guy, belting balls to the wall to me, But that could be a sexist view, and I'm sorry if that's how it's looked at.
You get yourself in trouble for that one.
Yeah, but go on.
But you know what, Mark? I'm straining my brain right now because right behind me is I've metal albums out the ass here. I'm trying to strain my brain to think if I have any metal fronted or female fronted metal bands, and I don't. I'm gonna have to say that you're probably right on that one, actually. That I can't think of any metal fronted bands that I like.
There was only one. There was only one that I did actually for a while, and that was Arch Enemy when Angela Gasol was in the band. Then I didn't mind Arch Enemy then.
I was never a fan, but I could see why people liked it. I mean, there's your typical people like Lita Ford and Lee Aaron and people like that as far as bands go. Mm-hmm. As far as metal, I can't think of anything that I like her. I'm sure people might bring some stuff up now that I'm not thinking of, but I might share that opinion.
Yeah.
But
A Zep Pearl, no girl school.
Okay, so this is Pretty Reckless. This
Well-
is their first album,
Yeah,
right here.
that's yeah.
That's the first album called Light Me Up. Only available currently on CD.
I had one Warlock CD and I sold it.
Oh,
That's their
Warlock.
first
Okay,
album.
there you go. Warlock's
Yeah.
okay.
This is their second
They're
album.
okay.
Second album.
Don't
And
you
this
have the one with
album
the?
is-
Don't you have
This
the one
album
with?
is freaking amazing. This album is freaking amazing.
That's a good
But you see
album.
what I mean? Not to sound like an asshole, but really that album cover, for example, like was that really necessary? Like, can they not sell it without her being on their ass on the front cover like that? Like,
It's the way she is, though. If you see her in
Well,
concert, she's like,
okay, but that
She's a big
that
selling
tells me that
point,
she doesn't have enough skill to sell her voice. Like, come on.
listen to her. Listen to her, Mark. Listen to her.
Okay, that's great, but I'm saying that if she's that good, why does she have to do that then?
There's the third album.
Well, Anthony, you have to admit that she is a big selling point.
Oh, sure. I mean, she's a beautiful
her-
woman, for sure.
Yeah, and the album covers are. It is a
Well,
selling
this album
point.
cover was
But
pretty
I-
basic.
that-
Okay, yeah, well that's
But I'm not-
that's better. I mean,
That
I'm
album
not
cover,
saying
that
it's
album
reflective
cover,
of
there's not
music.
what's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that.
no, I wasn't talking about the other ones. I was just talking about just that one, right?
But isn't that smart marketing though?
Yeah, I mean,
But
for
whether
sure,
it's good or not, it's smart
the
marketing.
record label probably pushed it and said that this is a great idea. We're all for it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
I
for
mean,
sure,
in
for sure.
this day and age, but yeah, but that album's really good though. But
But I
Vinyl
was
and
already,
Kicks.
I mean, I was already into Pretty Reckless from the first CD, so
Yeah.
whatever would have been on the second album cover wouldn't have mattered to me because I discovered Pretty Reckless way back when they dropped their first album.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I mean, that's great. Like I said, I'm not trying to tell people to change their opinions on anything. That's great. you know?
no.
A vinyl and Kicksfoot. It's all in all fairness. A lot of metal albums have ridiculous artwork, which I guess. I mean, it depends on how you look at it. Sure, like some people think that Iron Maiden's Number of the
That's
Beast
true.
cover is like a ridiculous looking album cover too. In retrospect, right?
There's probably
what was I-
100
oh, but I
horrible
do
covers in my
have-
collection. So
While you guys,
Yeah.
talk, look what came to my front door a few minutes.
Is there going to
ago.
be an unboxing?
Yeah,
Ooh.
I know what this is.
oh,
I know what this is.
is this the P one or is this Anthony? Is this the female or is this the Dream Theater?
No. Dream
Because
Theater.
don't you have a female?
This is the female
Oh,
one I
okay,
mentioned
okay.
to you earlier today.
Yes,
And nobody better
that's the
frickin' rag.
female.
Nobody better frickin' rag on me for this one. I'm telling you right now. I'll be getting my kicking.
Well, it's your
kicking
stream.
boots out. I'll be getting my kicking boots out.
Dave the pickup artist. Is it Mac Metal? No.
Hi, Mark. Here's a mailer for you.
I was gonna ask you if you had a couple that you could
Yeah, I
spare
don't have
again.
very many. I don't have very many. You picked me pretty clean, but here's one. If I can open it without wrecking it.
Well,
Okay.
Amazon has really learned how to ship records. I got a record once from Amazon that had a shipping label on it, and that was it. So they really stepped up their
I
game.
got one like that and I sent it back.
They really stepped up
Yeah,
their
I've had
game.
that
There you go,
before.
Mark. I got it open, Mark.
Perfect. Thank
Hey,
you.
Mark, if you need mailers, unfortunately, I'm in Edmonton. I literally probably have 100 in my laundry room because I keep them all in case I need to
All
send
right,
Anthony
there's
a
no
record.
reason I
So I keep Anthony, next time I send you a package, I'll send you about 100 mailers too for him.
What?
I have
Great.
so
That'd
many.
be awesome.
Ah, what the hell am I gonna do with 100?
I literally probably have 100 in my laundry room.
Well, if
Yeah,
I was
so I'll
closer, I would
send
grab
you a-
them.
Mark's address and just send them direct to Mark.
I have
Well, I
three.
mean, they're light as hell, so I'll just mail them to you.
So that's what was in the box.
My wife will be happy.
Cool.
That's the Pink album.
That's Pink. Her
Yeah,
Funhouse
she's-
Nice
album.
one.
She's not bad. I mean, like, and that's the thing with her.
She's a rocker. This is her.
Yeah, she's a rocker,
This is-
but she does more like pop music and that kind of stuff.
yeah, this has got So
Yeah.
What on it, which was a real rocker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, she can really sing. She
Yeah.
can really sing.
she's a
That's
great
the
singer.
thing. Right?
Yeah.
She-
This was a limited
So,
limited yellow vinyl.
That
edition.
came out a while ago, though, right?
Yeah, but I got this on Boxing Day, a Boxing Day sale on Amazon. They had it like,
Okay.
super cheap for a Boxing Day sale, so I grabbed it.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, I think she's a good
that's
singer.
that's an example of someone who's she's kind of tasteful in her covers. She could bear
Yeah.
a lot more.
I don't have a
But her
comment about her
Silver Boy-
negative at all.
So I love Pink. Yeah,
Yeah,
Pink's great.
I don't,
Nothing wrong with Pink.
Plus, I
That's
don't.
the first- that's
Anthony
the
will kick
first
me off
Pink
the stream if I
that's
say
the
anything
first Pink
different.
I have on vinyl. That's the
So
first Pink I have
I'm not
on
going to knock
vinyl.
her.
Exactly.
Nothing wrong with a little bit of Pink every once in a while.
Mm.
You got to mix. You got to mix it up.
Yeah.
Gotta mix it up.
You can't live on one
Okay,
kind of.
another one I have
Like we were
on
talking
pre-order
earlier.
for those
Yeah.
that wanted to know that Pretty Reckless comes out March 12th because we're talking about new stuff coming out. This is an album I'm very excited for because this is my all-time favorite prog Canadian band.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
FM.
Because I don't consider Rush
It's
really a
FM,
prog
right?
band. I don't just to pre-warn Mark. I
Okay.
never considered Rush a prog
Harmonium?
band, although they do a lot of prog.
It's
'Cause
harmonium,
when
right?
Rush started with me, they were just straight up
FM?
rock. They were straight up hard rock. So
Okay,
so your favorite
Rush are a
Canadian
prog
prog.
band. They developed it. Rush developed into a prog band, but their first couple
Of course
albums
they
were
are.
just straight up hard rock, right?
Mm.
They were straight up hard rock. And when they started putting the
Well,
keyboards
Hemispheres
and
is
all that
your-
stuff in.
Yeah.
So I was into
Hemispheres
this
is
band,
your.
and I
Mhm.
probably do like this band more than Rush. I hate to say.
Oh boy. It's already going down in my
Uh-oh.
ranking.
Yeah,
This could be some.
See
Yeah,
with me.
This could.
I
be
might
some
have to
trouble.
go.
I mean, I love Rush. I mean, they played my freaking
Oh.
song, okay, come on. So I love Rush.
I'm afraid to know what you're going to pull out here.
Okay, what is it?
Do we
Go
all
ahead.
know? Do we
Go ahead.
all know the band Saga?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay, Saga. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Saga,
But-
prog artist, right?
But I would
Did you
never
get to do
consider
album?
Saga better than Rush.
No, I'm just
Saga's
saying for me
great.
personally, I like.
My
I'm not
Saga
saying they're better than Rush. I'm saying I like them more than Rush.
Hmm.
I sold my
mean that-
son.
Go ahead,
That
Jack.
doesn't mean that they're better than Rush.
What was
I
it?
would never. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't try to say one band's better than another. Anyhow, I try to
They
avoid that.
had some good albums.
Saga's
Saga's had
first
good
album-
albums, like Worlds
Saga's
Apart.
first album was a classic, as far as I'm concerned. Classic prog album. They've continued to make albums all through the years, and they retired. They officially retired
I actually
2
like
years
ABBA.
ago. They officially retired 2 years ago, finished with a live album.
Yeah,
But
they had
they've
that
got a
final
new-
live album.
But
I
now
acquired-
they've got a studio album coming out in March. Symmetry.
Yes, I saw
Oh,
that
nice.
I saw that on pre-order for Amazon, and I wasn't sure
And
if it
I
was a new
did
album or not.
see they do have a music video for one of the songs on it, and the song that they do the music video for is actually a reworking of a song off their very first album.
Mm.
A completely
Well, that's-
recent
Yeah.
version.
Just really quickly, Vinyl
Oh.
and Kicks is asking what non-hard rock stuff I like. I like Beatles. I like ABBA. I like Glenn Gould. I love his classical piano stuff that he does. So that's the kind
Glenn
of
Gould
I
is
like that
awesome.
kind of stuff. Yeah, Glenn Gould is fantastic. So
Fantastic.
I like that kind of stuff too. I mean, I love Elvis too. That's my father's influence on me before he passed away. Rest in peace, Dad. And that kind of stuff too, like Johnny Cash. And my dad was right into that kind of stuff, so I couldn't help but have it seep into the old, bloodstream.
So I am looking forward to the Saga. Of course, I grew up on Saga. Love Saga. I mean, they're from Oakville. They're like they're local boys.
Yeah.
They're local boys.
I thought they were from Quebec for some reason.
No, they're from
They're
Oakville,
big.
Ontario.
They're huge in Quebec, but they're
And they are massive.
They're probably
massive.
more popular in
They're
Quebec.
Another one of these bands, and I've told the story before. Saga, when Saga was really big in the late 70s, early 80s, when the Worlds Apart album and whatnot came out, and they still are. They're massive, massive stadium selling. They're a stadium selling band in Germany
yeah.
and in South America.
Mm-hmm.
And in South America, when they toured their Worlds Apart album, people they filled a full soccer stadium in South America in Rio. In Rio, they filled the soccer stadium in Rio. That's how huge they were.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like
And
Kiss did.
people were actually climbing
took us,
over
yeah.
the walls. People were climbing over the walls of the stadium to get into the concert.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's
So
how
South
huge
America.
Saga were.
South America,
But-
our fans are very huge into music, and they support a lot of different stuff there.
To me, Saga are, the
But to
local
be
boys. Just like
fair-
even Rush to me are like the local boys. I never look at Rush as being so gigantic, but they're just like the local the local guys, you know. They played my high school prom, so I'll never forget that. So I'll always have that image in my head of them in my gymnasium playing, rocking out in my gymnasium.
Anthony,
playing their first album and a crap load of cover songs. You know, that's my memory of Rush, you know, like over all of the concerts I saw of Rush here in Toronto in the freaking ACC and you know, that Molson Amphitheater and Maple Leaf Gardens. I'll always remember Rush just playing my prom, you know.
I put on my, so I just did a video. Some viewer asked to see the most wanted records in my most wanted records on like Discogs, whatever like that. And I put the Rush Moon Records label in there. I think it was like number 5 or something.
Yeah, and Rush, you know, back in the day, did I think Rush? And I still need to do this one day on my stream. I've got stuff, and I'm trying to find it for my daughter because it's got all my yearbooks and everything in it. And I've got my yearbook with pictures of Rush at my dance. I've got the poster that they made that they hung up in the school hallways advertising Rush were going to play in the gym on Friday night, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? So I've got those posters. They probably would sell for a small fortune now. I've got the posters. I've got the yearbook of them playing.
With Rush collectors, it would.
Yeah, I got to dig that stuff.
Oh yeah,
up.
totally.
And because the first album, I've got the Moon Records Forever, because when they came, they brought boxes. They were, you know, their first album had just come out. They brought boxes of the records and they gave these Moon record pressings of their first album to everybody at the school. Like everybody got a copy of the album for free. At the dance. They just gave them away.
Go ahead, Jax.
Did I think of getting it autographed or anything? Did I think of, should I get this autographed? No, I never thought these guys would ever.
Well, hang on, let Jax finish,
anything,
man.
You know?
Go, Jax.
When I made it, I put
Jack.
the one for sale. And there's one going on the entire Discogs marketplace. There's none on eBay or anything like that. One for sale that you can purchase. It's signed by Getty, Alex, and John, and it's for $3,000.
I know. I mean, I could have got it signed by all 3 of them, right? Did I ever think they were ever going to be big?
That's
No.
ridiculous, though. Don't even dream about paying that for a record.
No.
$3,000.
Jack, once a year, that album pops up here in my city, and it's $200-300. There's lots
really
floating around
not
Canada.
hard here in Toronto. It's not hard here in Toronto to find Geddy Lee, Alex Lyson autographed albums here in Toronto at all. It's not that hard to find them. They're very, very.
If I ever see one, I'll
liberal
grab one for you,
signed
Jack.
albums.
Yeah,
Yes.
and if you see an extra one, give it to him first. But if you see another one there, think of me because I don't have a Moon one yet, and that's a shame as
Yeah, I
being
have one now, but
a card holding Rush member for a long time. I don't
got my
own
Moon
one
one.
Yeah.
either.
I've
So
got
if you
my
ever
own
find
one.
one, let me know and I'll
But
buy it off you.
yeah, I'll let you guys know. Like, it always pops up once or twice a year in local stores here. They're not.
Well,
they're
I've
not
heard
that. What's more rare is actually the single off that album. The 7-inch off that album is harder to find.
Yeah.
Was it working man or something? I think that's the single.
Isn't it not Fade Away?
That's harder
And
to find. Yes, that's the one. Yeah, that's harder to find.
yeah.
So, but yes, go ahead, Jack. Sorry.
Oh, I've heard that the Mercury label, which I think I have 3 of now, the self-titled album of with the Mercury label. I've heard that actually sounds better than the Moon Records label, but at this point, it's just it would be so cool to own the original. How again they gave it out at his prom.
The funny thing is, Jax,
guessing-
there's a Mercury label one that actually has in the dead wax the MN100, which means that they use the same stampers as the Moon record one. There's only one pressing of that. If I'm not, am I not correct there, Nazz?
I'll have to check mine.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, my Rush 2112, not my 40th anniversary box thing. My original 2112 is Mercury Records.
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna guess that maybe the later Mercury ones. I'm talking after the Moon record stampers. They might have went in and tweaked it, to make it more big time, because on a major label. So I'm not sure if the later Mercury ones were maybe rekeyed or something. I don't know.
If you see a GK Jax on it, that's Gilbert Kong, and he's the one who's done a lot of the good mastering jobs of those Rush records.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So I mean, I have a British. Talking about the first Rush album, I have a British Mercury one, and an early Mercury one. And I think the later one sounds better personally than the Moon one. But it's cool. It's cooler to have the Moon records one, obviously.
Yeah, of course, it's like a collector piece.
I have that box, the first album box set that came out about 5 years ago or so, and that pressing is actually fantastic on 200-gram box.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic sounding album. That one. What is Jack out?
I don't think this is
Awesome.
the MK one that you were talking about.
The MN 100.
MN. Yeah. MN.
Yeah, I don't think that's this one. Yeah, no. No.
So
But still, I mean,
pulled
if you have a Gilbert Kong one, those are all really good too. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are all good ones too.
I've pulled up the pre-order list on Amazon for new releases, and I had it I've sorted it in order of like the farthest one away, which currently is like August or something. So we can just I'll just pick out some random ones from here. We can talk about yay or nay.
Okay.
Everybody gonna get it. So the first one I see here is for April 30th. There are a couple for like May and August. I'm going to skip those. So April 30th, there's the Celebrate the Music of Peter Green and the Early Years of Fleetwood Mac. And I know that David, you bought the Record Store Day EP on that.
Yeah, I have the EP for
There's
that.
apparently
and I
two
pre-ordered
different.
the
For anybody,
album.
any thoughts on this? There's two different versions.
I wasn't, honestly, I said this on Instagram, I was not very blown away by the Record Store Day single of
Very
Green
nice
Man
choice.
Leashy.
Oh yeah.
It was okay. I mean, it's a
pricey.
tribute.
Yeah, it's a pricey.
It's pricey.
There's one that's
And
75.
I don't even think Mick,
One that's 75.
I don't
and
even
one
know if
that's
Mick Fleetwood plays
170.
drums on that. You know, the funny thing, Anthony, is I don't even think Mick Fleetwood plays drums on it. I think he's just there to present everything. But I haven't seen the video of it. But I mean, it would have been nice to have him play bass and John McVie play, or drums and bass. But it was okay. I don't know. I pre-ordered it, but I'm wishy-washy whether I'm going to cancel it or not, because there's other stuff coming up I want.
Yeah, I've heard a lot.
That's in April. That's got a box set and a regular release. Let's see. There's Deftones. Have anybody a Deftone fan?
Nope.
Okay, we'll keep going.
Nope. Not me.
I was never into Deftones, though I know some people that were. Forbidden. This looks like it must be a metal album.
Yeah, it's a metal album. I'm not really into them. When I was younger, I was sort of.
I have that on pre-order. That's Twisted into Form.
Yeah.
Yeah, I pre-ordered that one.
And
if you're a big thrash fan, that's kind of like
yeah.
It's kind of like a must-have thrash album if you're a really big thrash fan like I am. But I have that on pre-order, and I have the Nuclear Assault's Game Over album, same thing.
Oh, I gotta ask you though, really quickly, before you go on to the next one. Nazz, what did you think of the latest Testament record? Everybody keeps saying it was almost record of the year. What did you think of it?
It was good.
Yeah.
Their last two albums have been great. Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
so it's
surprised.
worth getting.
There's another band that I've never tried.
Honestly, it's good. Their last two albums are actually fantastic. You wouldn't believe it.
Okay.
I highly recommend that album. Yeah.
Okay. I was a big Testament fan, and I had a lot of their stuff before, and I kind of stopped getting their stuff after a while. I
stopped after Souls of Black because then I found other stuff, and then they had some stuff after that, and then they came back with Formation to Damnation, I think it was called. That's fantastic, and the new album's great. But there's that whole period in the late 90s, 2000s, I kind of lost track of them. But new albums, last albums are really good.
Are we ready for the next?
Yeah, go ahead.
Anybody, Evanescence fans out there? Evanescence? Anybody into Evanescence?
No.
You know what? I think is I've met them. I've gone backstage to meet them because the offer was there from the record label Warner, and she's really tiny and she's a super nice girl, but I'm not a fan of music at all.
Yeah,
really nice girl though.
Not a big fan of Evanescence myself. I like a couple other songs. But... then we have Monsters of Rock live at Donington 1980, and I don't know why there's two separate listings for this. It's Rainbow.
I haven't seen that listing at all.
Rainbow, Monsters
Rainbow.
of Rock,
Yeah.
live at Donington, 1980, and there's 2 listings for it with 2 different prices. So what is this deal?
I like the Rainbow with Dio in it, but after he was gone, I wasn't really into Rainbow.
So what's the deal with that?
Rainbow with the
1980.
Rainbows.
Who
I mean,
was in the band in 1980?
Maybe Joel and Turner.
I don't think Dio was in the band at that point.
Dio was gone after 76.
Oh, that was it Graham Bonnet?
Could be,
I think it was
could
Graham
be
Bonnet
Graham
and
Bonnet
then
or it could
Joel
be
and Turner.
Joel. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's one of those 2 anyways. And I didn't like the Graham Bonnet ones, and I certainly didn't like the Joel and Turner albums.
Agreed.
They were very radio friendly. Very radio friendly.
Any Steve Earle and the Dukes fans out there?
No, not me.
Not me.
He's okay.
I'm just picking artists that I recognize because I mean there's obviously a crap load. There's the After the Gold Rush 50th anniversary edition coming out.
Neil Young.
Wonder what
that is way too.
That's going to be because it's $100 and some odd.
Whoa.
That is so expensive. That's way.
Are they giving us
price on that one?
Are they giving us a pound of flesh from Neil Young or what? What's in that?
Well, I mean, I don't know what more they can offer, but I don't know if you can be getting $100 worth of stuff.
Don't forget though, he sold his catalog to some investment company in Switzerland or something just recently.
Like I don't see much there other than
he sold it off.
There's what's in it. I see 2 records there. I see like an EP and an LP.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
I don't give a shit. It's just that's milking the cow.
I think a $5 used copy of After the Gold Rush is fine.
Yeah, also.
How
about Saxon? How about Saxon Inspirations?
I don't mind them, but I wouldn't probably buy anything.
Any Saxons fans?
No, I wouldn't buy any of them. You know, Anthony, you might
them off, guys.
be missing one that I'm excited. But can I mention one that you might forget? Is the new Steven Wilson album. The only reason I mentioned the new Steven Wilson album is that it's such a departure. I'm not a huge fan.
Have you heard it?
I think he's an awesome remixer, and there's been 3 singles released, and it's electronic. There's a song called "Personal Shopper," and
I like EDM.
It's electronic, and it's interesting. I mean, you can stream it. The song "Personal Shopper," but he has a new album coming out, and it's I think more or less about consumerism and whatever, blah blah blah. But he's taking the turn, and he's trying electronic music, and I'm kind of looking forward to see what he does with that personally.
I'll tell you something.
It's something different.
I'm a huge Steven Wilson fan, and I was in from back when he was in Porcupine Tree and all that stuff. I really loved the stuff that he did then. Fear of a Blank Planet and all those records. But I was really into him when they did the Raven Refused to Sing. I thought it was the best prog album that came out in the last 15 years. It was incredible. I loved that record, and I also liked Hand Cannot Erase. I thought that was really good. But then he started losing me with what was the one after it? Was that Bone one again? I forget the record after. The one that's after Hand Can't Erase. I didn't like that one so much, but this one, when I heard this, when he was playing this stuff, and he did, because on his channel he does like these live performances of some of this stuff, and man, it's such a left turn for me. I just don't know if I can get into it. I'm
just curious to hear it. That's all. I'm just curious what he has to bring.
Well, I like, me, I like electronic
music.
Yeah, you know me, I like electronic. I like
it. It's very poppy electronic music, and I'm just curious.
You know me, I like pop. I like pop. I like electronic. I like trance, techno, all that stuff. So
I have pre-order. I'm excited about that.
I'll have to give it a listen.
Okay, hang on, Anthony.
Yeah,
Anthony. I need to get going though, guys, because I have to. My dinner's done now. It's gonna get freezing cold if I don't go eat soon.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I know you said that earlier.
All right.
Okay, guys. Thanks for having me on.
See you.
Or take care, Mark.
When will I see you, Mark? When will I see you?
I'll text you tomorrow and see if I can swing by and give you the CD.
All right. Cool.
Okay.
All right. Ciao.
Thanks, Nazz. Thanks, Jax.
Thanks for coming, Mark.
All right. Dear Mark.
Take care.
Take care.
Mark Anthony K, Projekt Gemineye, everybody. His new album, in the Year 3073 Book 2 is out now on CD. And I believe next week he's going to be announcing pre-orders for the vinyl version of the album.
Oh, cool. Nice.
Since David mentioned something that he wanted to suggest, Greta Van Fleet's coming out with a new album in April. So
I like Greta Van Fleet.
I'm really excited about that. It's called The Battle at Gardens Gate, and the single has already been released, and the other single has already been released. So they're actually getting a little more prog, which is exciting.
Really?
Yeah, so
That's
there's a song called The Age of Machine, and it's 9 minutes long, and it's definitely very proggy. And then they have a song called My Way Soon, which is they performed on Stephen Colbert, and that one is also really good. So I'm quite excited about that. That one's coming out in April, I believe.
Okay, well, that's cool. I'm gonna have to listen to that first single. That sounds interesting.
Yeah. Okay. So going down the list here, I see "Nature's Light" by Blackmore's Night. Do we know
I've never liked Blackmore's Night.
Yeah, I never heard this.
Never liked them.
It's kind of ambient stuff, isn't it?
Yeah. No, it's kind of folk. It's like medieval folk music.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's what
Blackmore
it is.
going out. I don't know where he was going on that.
Yeah, I have a couple of their albums I got for free.
People, do we really need a red vinyl reissue of Cyndi Lauper's She's So Unusual?
No.
You know what? You know what's interesting is that 2 years ago we had the 30th anniversary edition, which I have on splattered vinyl, and then Mobile Fidelity just recently released She's So Unusual on MoFi, and then they're bringing out this red vinyl version for some unknown. I don't get me wrong, I do love the album, but that's going to be 3 reissues within a couple years.
But it's so easy to find. I mean, it's an album that's so easy to find.
Yeah, I know it's a $5 record every day.
Yeah, for sure.
Copy.
Is it something you really need reissued? And I don't know.
No.
Have you ever heard of
it on MoFi? Probably not.
Yeah, exactly. Have you ever heard of Pantheon? Metal band.
No.
Pantheon?
Nope.
Pantheon?
Never heard of them.
Kings of Leon. Goldfrapp.
I'm not interested in Kings of Leon.
Goldfrapp
interests me more.
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah, Goldfrapp interests me.
Yeah, I like Goldfrapp. Another one coming out by them.
Yes, he's awesome.
That's on March 5th. Pat Metheny, for anybody that likes Pat Metheny. What else have we got on here? Another Forbidden Evil.
What?
Forbidden Evil.
Oh, that one. That's their second. I didn't know that was coming out.
Oh, there you go.
That's
27.
I can't remember if that's their first or second album.
What do you bet me this is ear music?
God damn it. You're costing me money, Anthony. No, I got to pre-order that one.
Releases discussion. 27 pre-order.
I didn't see it.
March 5th.
I didn't see it.
There you go. March 5th.
I didn't. God damn it. All right. I got to pre-order it. Give me a second. I'll be right back.
PJ Harvey. Another PJ Harvey coming out.
Yes, that one. Is it?
Stories from the
that's
City,
a good album.
Stories from the City, Stories from the Sea.
I don't think she doesn't have a bad album. She's never released a bad album. So I'm looking forward to that one.
25.
I know.
February 26th.
Good price.
And then also Stories from the City, two different ones. The demo one and like she likes to do.
Yeah, I don't care about the demo ones. Every new reissue that comes out last year had a demo one that came out.
Yeah, she did all the demos.
Yeah.
Then of course there we go. There's.
I didn't care about that.
Stories. There's the Detroit Stories for everybody. The Alice Cooper. Very excited.
That's the one I ordered.
Very excited about that one.
It better be good.
The Melvins. Right, so a whole bunch of albums by the Melvins. Who are the Melvins?
Well, go ahead, Jack. Sorry.
I also have to eat dinner, so thank you guys for having me. Always a pleasure.
You can come back after dinner.
All right, Jack.
If you're still here, maybe I will.
If you don't, thank you. How long does it take you to eat dinner, man? How long does it take you to eat dinner?
See you guys.
Bye, Jax.
See ya. Take care, Jack.
All right, we've got Toto.
All right, what else? Yes,
Falling-
Toto was is
Falling in Between Live.
is that a new album?
Free LP.
Oh, live album.
Live
Yeah.
LP. Yeah.
I'm not a massive.
February
I'm not a Toto fan.
26th. Let me look at the notes on that. Let's just see when it was. Just see if there's any info. There's a few reviews on the CD version, all giving it 5 stars. When was this?
Yeah.
2000. Looks like it came, these are 2007 reviews. So I guess this came out, I guess, in CD on 2007.
Okay.
Let's see, what else do we have? I don't know any of these guys. Skyway Man, Atten Gun. I don't know any of these things. Steve Lukather has a solo album.
Yeah, from Toto. Yeah.
Yeah. What the hell is this one? This is by A Winged Victory for a Sullen and A Winged Victory for the Sullen. What? That's the name of the band? Okay.
I have no idea.
No idea. More Deftones.
But by the way, the Melvins are awesome. I love the Melvins.
Yeah,
but those are yeah, they're one of those bands that have a ton of records, and I know there's a couple coming out. 14
Carl
Glue
Palmer.
something.
Carl
Do you have
Palmer,
an
Working Live Volume 1.
Oh, okay.
Hair, original most. Then we got some soundtracks here. Carl Palmer, and again with the Carl Palmer. Whitesnake. The Blues
Oh,
album.
yes, another Whitesnake. They had the rockers, they had the ballads, now they got blues.
Now they got the blues.
Yeah, that's kind of, yeah. If you have all the studio, if you got the studio albums, you got all this.
Yeah, you've got them all. It's just repackaging, it's just all repackaging.
Yeah, and those ones are expensive. Those ones.
Yeah, they are. That's why I haven't jumped on any of them. Well, this one's
Yeah,
33.
no bother.
This one's 33.
Yeah,
Gwar. Do you know Gwar?
Scum Dogs of the Universe. Is it 30th anniversary?
Yes, 30th anniversary.
Yes.
Gwar.
Yeah. That's one of my favorite metal albums, Anthony.
I might have to get this. It's on a gray marble.
I have a record store day copy that came out a few years ago, but the summer that came out.
Should I be?
Well, the summer that came out, that was my car tape for that whole summer. Was that Scum Dogs of the Universe?
So
I love it. Sample it first.
You're telling me I should be putting this in my cart?
I think so. You should sample it though, but I think it's in my top 20.
I'll add it to my card so I can come back to it later.
It's in my top 20 favorite metal albums, probably.
I will sample it because I don't know it. Maggie Rogers, Notes from the Archives. I like Maggie Rogers. I've got one of her albums. Modern female vocalist.
Yeah.
Bomber, Motorhead.
Yeah, another reissue of that album I saw.
I might consider this because I don't have Bomber.
It's on colored vinyl this time, right?
Yeah, it's limited edition silver.
I saw that last night. There's also, Anthony, a Motorhead box set that's on sale on Amazon called the 1979 box set. And I think it's like $100 only, but you get Bomber, and you get one of their other albums, maybe Overkill, and you get other live stuff in that box set. It's probably well worth your while to get that if you don't have those albums, because all the extras are really good.
I only album Motorhead I have on vinyl, LP. I have some Motorhead singles.
Yeah.
But the only LP I have on vinyl is Ace of Spades.
Yeah, I mean,
so I could use Bomber. I could definitely use Bomber.
I was going to buy that Ace of Spades box set, but then I read that there's a glitch on the live albums, so I'm glad I didn't. Hopefully there's a second pressing. But
so are you saying Bomber is in this other box set that's currently out?
Yeah, it's on sale right now on Amazon. It's called 1979, and you'll see the picture of it. It's a box set. I believe you get Overkill and you get Bomber, or maybe some. I can't remember that shit. But you can look it up on Amazon. It's a really good box set, and I think I might buy that tomorrow.
Okay, now you got me curious. So I'm going to click on this one, and I'm going to open up.
Sale, so.
I'm going to open up in a new window. Motorhead.
Okay.
Let's go in a new window. How do I get this other window open now? What the hell have I done? Okay, Ace of Spades, Motor, March or Die, Bomber Limited, blah, blah, blah. Ace of Spades box set.
1979 is called.
Oh no, because this is another one. Because this is ridiculous. This has got like 5 albums in it, and it's got a book and a hardcover book and blah blah blah. No,
Yeah, Ace of Spades one take.
It's called. You know what one I wanted, and it's always out of stock. That I really wanted to get it, and I should have. I had it in my cart a couple of years ago, and then I didn't buy it, and then they sold out of it, and it's never been restocked. And it's that Covers album.
Oh, yeah, I never did get that one.
You know the one I'm talking about, the Covers one.
Yeah, no, I never did get that one.
It's never restocked, and it pisses me off because I had it in, and I thought about it, and I didn't get it. It's sold out, and now it's gone.
Well, don't repress it.
I can't remember what it's called. I'll probably see it here as we're scrolling through because I brought.
You know what? The way they reissue their albums, I'm sure it'll come this year. They just continuously reissue their albums.
Overkill, Deluxe, Unpearled. I haven't found the 1979 yet.
We'll just type in 1979. Type in Motorhead 1979. It's there.
I'm just scrolling through a Motorhead period here.
Okay.
To see if I see that other one too.
Yeah.
Clean your clock. Bad Magic? No, that's not it. And while I do this, Nazz can babble to everybody while I.
How's everyone doing? While Anthony's scrolling, looking for this mythical box set, I hope everyone's doing well. I have not been on YouTube in a long time.
I'm starting to think it's a mythical box set.
So I hope everyone's doing well. Just in case anyone is interested, I do have a room tour video coming, which I'm very excited about. And
I love.
I'm pimping myself, Anthony. Come on. Give me a break.
I love how you retired from doing your vinyl finds videos, but you still do the damn things on Instagram.
I've had some Anthony. I've had some amazing finds this week.
Once again, what's with that Pink Floyd? What's with that Pink Floyd vinyl finds? Holy crap!
That was last night. I went with my wife.
Was crazy.
In the bottom of this pile, Anthony, of classical records, there is I'm not even lying. There is a near mint copy of Dark Side of the Moon, original Canadian, all the inserts. There's a near mint CBS Records pressing of Wish You Were Here. And then there is an excellent condition copy of Dire Straits Making Movies. But the two, I mean, I got so many copies of those albums, but if people would just look and dig, and I can't believe those were there. It was amazing. And I took a photo of it at the store. And, God forbid anyone doesn't believe me. But and then earlier that day, I found a brand new pressing of the Zac Brown Band, which has a duet with Chris Cornell on it. I found a copy of that from his 2015 album. Then what else? I found and now I kick myself for saying I'm not making vinyl finds videos because I've had some of my best finds in the last 2 weeks. So
I found the Motorhead box. The only Motorhead 1979 box set I found is 180.
Oh no, there's a different one, Anthony. I saw last night for 99 something, and I'm gonna buy it.
This one has like 5 albums in it.
Yeah, I saw a cheaper version. I'll send you the link when I'm done here.
I'm trying to find it. It's called Motorhead 1979.
Yeah,
I can't. I don't feel listening for it.
Oh, who's backstage, by the way? Because I might have to go soon here. I have a dog who needs another walk.
I have nobody backstage at the moment.
I thought you had Max. Who's it? Mac?
He's not backstage.
Macamania? Oh, okay. It says I'm backstage.
Currently not backstage. I can't find that one.
I don't know how these things work. I'll send you a link later tonight.
Yeah, okay.
But anyways,
let me find
so the stuff coming out. And stuff coming out, by the way. I'm trying to think of there's the 2 Anthraxes coming out reissues that have never been reissued that I don't think that I'm really excited about is the 2 albums. Well, they did more albums with John Bush, but there's Stomp 442 coming out and The Sound of White Noise. And people, you need to get Sound of White Noise. It's, I mean, yes, we're talking again, but it's one of the best. Even James Hetfield said that that's one of his favorite albums, The Sound of White Noise. Not that that's a big plug or anything, but that is such an amazing album. And Stomp 442 is insanely good as well. But Sound of White Noise, that was their first album they did after they left Ireland and went to Elektra Records. And it's being reissued in February, 2 days after my birthday. And I can't wait for those two albums to come out. So that's what I'm excited about right now is the two Anthrax reissues.
Yeah. Which one would you recommend I get?
Sound of White Noise.
Of all of the Anthrax reissues, you can text me those ones. The two that you would think
I'll text you.
Best to get.
I mean, you have to remember it's a new singer because Joey Belladonna, the original singer, was booted after Persistence of Time, and then they hired John Bush from Armored Saint, he was just as good but a different kind of singer. And they did the Stomp 442. No, they did the Sound of White Noise album, and it is amazing, Anthony. I'll send you the link. I'll send you everything you need to know about it. And there's two other ones coming out. Volume 8, The Threat Is Real, which I might get. I have it on CD. And there is We've Come for Your Children, another John Bush album.
Mark posted in there, The Sound of White Noise is the greatest metal album of the last 20 years.
See? It literally is one of the best metal albums you'll ever hear. It's such an amazing album, but I mean, it had a new singer, and I don't think the record label was too keen on having Anthrax on their label at the time because they had a shift of employees at Elektra. The guys that were behind them left, and it's a long story. And then they just tried to bury Anthrax. So they got a lot of money out of the deal and made one amazing album. And then the record label just didn't give two shits about them. But I highly recommend Sound of White Noise. It'll blow you away. I promise you.
Okay.
That's Nazz Nomad's Block. Hardcore Devo. Yeah, I have that one. It's another reissue of that one. Yeah, it's been out many times before. Yeah.
Overkill.
Is that the Electric Age?
Feel the Fire
but I'm not.
Overkill?
Is that being reissued? I didn't see that. Oh, it is. Well, fuck me, I didn't know that.
23.
I think that's their first EP, and then there was their album after that, Taking Over, I think it was called. But yeah, that's a good album.
February 19th.
Damn, another album I got to order. God damn it, it costs me money. Come on. My wife's listening to this. You're going to give me trouble.
There's no product information on it right now.
I think it's their first. Their first album was called "Fuck You and Then Some," and I think the Feel the Fire EP was in and around that area. But yeah, that's an early album. It's good. I have it on CD.
White Stripes. Are you a White Stripes person?
Yeah, but I don't need a greatest hits album because I have all the albums. And if I listen to White Stripes, I like to listen to
the Black Sabbath Volume 4 Deluxe Edition,
which I pre-ordered. Yes, and
that's on
pre-ordered
February
first
12th.
day, so I would get it. Yeah, because it's good. The price on it pre-order is way better than it will be after the fact.
Probably,
so I did order that one.
Creedence Clearwater
Paranoid
Revival,
one was really
Pendulum.
good.
Creedence Clearwater
Yeah,
Revival, Pendulum, Half Speed Master.
Yeah, that might be good. I mean, all the albums are being reissued on Half Speed Master for CCR. I'm not really interested.
Yeah, pronounced Leonard Skinner, live from Jacksonville.
Yeah, no, not interested.
Yeah, you got to watch Holy Diver live.
Yeah, all the Dio live albums, of course.
With the lenticular cover.
I'm kind of getting tired of all these Dio live albums and
the one I
reissues.
got, that numbered one, I really like that one. So I think one live for me.
You know what? I think, and I think they're just, once again, taking the piss by continuously reissuing these albums. I wish I'd just let Ronnie rest.
Yeah, the band Stage Fright remastered.
Yeah,
Or
I got an
remixed.
original copy. That'll do for me. Good album.
Mardi Gras, another Creedence Clearwater Revival, Half Speed Master on February 12th.
Yeah, and you gotta be a hardcore Fogarty fan for those ones. I'm not hardcore.
No, neither. Yeah, see, there's another deal, Evil or Divine, live in New York. How many live deals do you need? I've got one live deal. That's enough. How many do you need?
For, you know what? For every album he released, after he died, they've released a live album titled so and so, like Holy Diver Live, and all. It's too much.
Kind of doing what Iron Maiden does and do a live album from every album.
Yeah, but even Dio is worse than Iron Maiden, and even Rush for that matter. But they're really it's too much. I mean, give the pressing plants a rest and press something else.
Yeah. And another, another deal live. I'm not even going to mention it. This is like another live deal.
Yeah, I think there's 3 of them coming out.
Oh, yeah, man. I'm happy with the one I got. That Your Music one. It's a good concert.
Yeah.
And it gives me all the deal I need.
Yeah. Yeah, probably need.
I'm not a hardcore Dio fan to need it. You know what I mean? Like,
his later albums were they were some, they're not worth spending the money and getting those songs live. Like
Foo Fighters, are you a Foo Fighters guy?
No, not in the slightest. No.
I know they're big, but not
Anthrax.
Anthrax, Sound of White Noise.
That's the one.
That's the one. That's the one you're saying I should be getting.
You have to have that.
All right, I will put it in my cart so I can give it a listen, just so it's there. Okay, that's one that we're getting up to, because we're coming towards our current date. We're at February 5th now. John Prine, Cult of Luna, Celine Dion. I don't even care. Black Country New Road, Charlie Parker, Anthrax Volume 8.
Yeah, that one. That's the one I'm hedging on. I have the CD. It's not great.
Anthrax.
It's good.
Anthrax Stomp 442.
That's a good one too. Give me 1 second, Anthony. I got it. Just 1 second. But yes, Stomp 442 is a very good album. It's the one after Sound of White Noise. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I got something going on here.
Yeah. So we're going to add that to my saved list of possible stuff. Let's see what's going on in the peanut gallery. Sorry, people, I don't look at the peanut gallery. It's here. I got the Amazon. We got the stuff on. Let's have a look what's going on in the peanut gallery. Rock confusion in here.
Sorry, Anthony. I got to run. I'm sorry. I got something waiting for me right now. I have to go.
Hey, okay.
But I'll come back. I will come if you're on. I'll come back.
Hey, I'll stay on for a little bit. It's hard to wait on your own.
I know if not, it's fine. I'll be back in about an hour. But if not, that's fine. I understand. Maybe we can do it.
Yeah, if other people come in, I'll stay on for like 15 or so minutes. If other people drop in, then I'll stay on.
Yeah, sorry.
If not, then we can chat later. If not, we'll chat later.
Yeah, I have to max out at 2 hours here. I got a very needy dog. So thanks everyone for having me. Thanks, Andy, for having me. We'll talk later about Anthrax and other stuff. We'll talk as normal.
We shall.
All right. Goodbye, everyone. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you some other time on YouTube for those people who don't see me regularly. Subscribe, Instagram. I have to pin myself.
Follow Nazz Nomad.
That's
on
right.
Instagram and on YouTube.
Thank you, Anthony, for everything, and I'll talk to you tonight.
Yeah. Take care, my friend.
Bye-bye.
Take care. And here I am. So I'm just going to look at the peanut gallery here. Rob Walker. I see Rob Walker's out there. It's hard to get, Anthony. What's hard to get? Live albums outside of jazz, 99.98. You don't need. You're just being a sugar daddy to the artist. Stunty. Why don't you come on, Stunty? Anybody want to come on? Pop into the peanut gallery. Pop into the backstage. I've been listening to Gil Scott heroin messages. Gil Scott heroin messages tonight. That's Rob Walker. The Vinyl Picker, looking very forward to Steven Wilson. I haven't seen that Steven Wilson, so let's just continue. Well, I've got nobody here. Let's continue with what I was looking at on Amazon, things that are coming out. Slash, Made in Stoke, dropping February 5th. For any of you Slash fans out there, Slash, Made in Stoke 24/7/11. I don't know what that one is. I guess it's another live. So much live stuff coming out. Like they're just like bombarding us with live albums. I guess it's easy to produce live albums. They take all these tapes that have been sitting around and master them and stick them on records because, you know, but the artists are recording stuff. Anthrax, We've Come For You All, also dropping February 5th. Midnight Oil, the Macarata Project, dropping February 5th. I like Midnight Oil, big Midnight Oil fan. I don't know that particular album, but I'll have to research that. Dropping February 5th. I don't know any of these artists. Dalida, Common, the Appaloosa. Pipe up, anybody, if you know any of these things here. 45 Adapt. Steve Hackett, Under a Mediterranean Sky, dropping January 22nd. Yes, there we go. House of Yes, live from the House of Blues. That drops on February 5th on vinyl. That's a 3 LP set by Yes. Let's see, what else do we have here? Killing Joke, Singles Collection, 1979 to 2012 for Killing Joke fans. That drops on February 5th. What else do we have? Another Killing Joke. Looks like they're dropping some of the Killing Joke catalog. The Meteors. A lot of things I've never heard of before. Not even in the slightest. New Model Army. Venom, Prime Evil by Venom, dropping February 5th. The Stone Crows. Stone Crows live at Montreux, 1972, dropping February 5th. Killing Joke are decent, says Rob Walker. Do I rip my vinyl to WAV files? You see a CDR case to my right. No, I don't actually rip my vinyl to WAV files. I use the download codes that come with vinyl albums, but I don't bother ripping them. I have a lot of rips of CDs. I used to download movies like crazy on torrents. I used to belong to a bunch of groups where I download MP3s and WAV files back in the day, and I don't have time to do that anymore. What else do we have? El Giro. We've got some Lee Morgan from the Tone Poet, the Blue Notes Tone Poet series. Some drops from Tone Poet. We've got Lee Morgan. That one's dropping on January 29th. We got another PJ Harvey. Another PJ Harvey, Is This Desire, dropping on January 29th. Another Blue Note Tone Poet series, Bass on Top by Paul Chambers, dropping January 29th. For you K-pop fans out there, the fabulous Blackpink, and I actually like Blackpink. They're actually pretty good, pretty cool. Blackpink, the album is dropping on vinyl on January 29th. The Flying Burrito Brothers, the Gilded Palace of Sin, a reissue. That is dropping on January 29th. Peggy Lee, Black Coffee, January 29th. Another PJRV, the Is This Desire with the Demos, also dropping January 29th. And what do we got here? why is this being reissued? I don't know. Kind of Blue, Miles Davis, dropping January 29th. Do we not have enough copies of Miles Davis, Kind of Blue, on the planet already? Please. Why are they? And here's the Steven Wilson that everybody was talking about, the Future Bites. Steven Wilson dropping January 29th, the Future Bites. Let's bring that one up big because we were talking about that one today. So let's have a look at that one in large. Steven Wilson, Future Bites. Dropping January 29th. One that I might be interested in that's been getting a lot of talk. The Mamas and the Papas. If you can believe your eyes and ears. That reissue is dropping on January 29th. Let's see, what else do we have here? A lot of artists I'm not familiar with. Bare Naked Ladies, Maroon, 20th Anniversary Deluxe Edition, also dropping January 29th. James Brown, the Collected Series. And I do like if this is the Collected Series that Music on Vinyl do, this might not be bad. It doesn't have any details, is it? This one says Sony, so I don't know. It might be, it looks like it's a Sony production. Collected James Brown. There's lots of James Brown collections out there already. Acoustically Driven by Uriah Heep, dropping on January 29th. Acoustically Driven, Uriah Heep. Rebirth by Blasphemy by Midnight. I'm not familiar with this band. I'm guessing it's metal by the looks of the cover. What a Time to Be Alive by Werewolves. Now this one looks interesting. This one looks very interesting. I'm a big Bob Marley fan. I did not know about this one, but it's a pricey one. This is Songs of Freedom, the Island Years 6 LP box set. Bob Marley, the Island Years 6 LP box set. Let us see what that one's all about. Do we have some information? Who it's done by? It's being done by Universal Music. And unfortunately, there's not very much information about it yet. So they don't even talk about track listing, what's in the box, nothing. But that is dropping on January 29th as well. Songs of Freedom, the Island Years, 6 LP box set by Bob Marley. What else we got? We got Road Dogs by John Mayall and the Blues Breakers, dropping January 29th. Let's see. Another John Mayall, Along for the Ride by John Mayall. Is that the same? What was the other one I mentioned? Oh, Road Dogs. John Mayall's Along for the Ride, dropping January 29th. Uriah Heep, The Magician's Birthday Party reissue, dropping on January 29th. A lot of stuff dropping January 29th. That's a big day. Uriah Heep, Magician's Birthday Party. Why this one's being reissued when there's a bajillion copies of this out in the world. The Bridge Over Troubled Water by Simon and Garfunkel, dropping January 29th. Why? You can buy those, $5 in any bin anywhere. I think the market's flooded. Why wasting precious vinyl on a Bridge Over Troubled Water is beyond me. Apocalypta, which I don't mind Apocalypta. They've got an album, Cult, coming out January 29th. The bootleg recording, I believe, Nazz was saying, of Live at Glastonbury Festival 2003 by Yes is dropping January 29th. Let's see. What else do we have? Getting a lot of repeats here now. Anybody wants to come up and join me on stream, please feel free to come If you need a link, let me know. I will post a link again. If anybody wants to come, I will post a link again. And post it in the channel. There we go. Anybody that feels like coming up. Stunt Rock. Agree with Rob on PJ, the only artist on the early 2 Pure label, Rooster, I didn't like. Such a great label. What else do we have coming up? Don't know any of these particular artists. I've never heard of them, so chances are a lot of people out there might not have heard of them either. Because I try to stay informed with both new artists and old artists. The Caesars, a few albums from them. Ooh, Couldn't Stand the Weather. And I believe this is the One Step. Is this the One Step? Let's see, Mobile Fidelity, limited edition. Pressed at 45 RPM box set, mastered one. Yeah, this is one that I wouldn't mind getting, but it's going to be very, very, very expensive. It is the One Step. Couldn't Stand the Weather, One Step by Mobile Fidelity, but it is ridiculously expensive. But it is a Mobile Fidelity One Step. But it's a lot of bucks, a lot of bucks. I might come on in a little while. Excuse me for leaning into the cam, people, but it's the only way I can read these things. I might come on in a little while, Anthony, just answering some comments on my tag, 21. Vinyl Archivist, nice video, Anthony. Great idea to do this. Well, you're welcome to come on, Pat. We're just going over new releases. So the Couldn't Stand the Weather. The One Step by Mobile Fidelity drops on January 29th. Check your local country for prices. Night Magic by Uriah Heep dropping. Reissue dropping January 29th. That's right, Night Magic by Uriah Heep. Just to show you guys some covers here. January 20th, Night Heep. Rainbow live in Japan, 3LP, also dropping on January 29th. I don't know what formation of Rainbow this is. Oh, and this one, which is actually really good. I've heard this recording, and I might actually jump on this one. I'm going to add this to my saved list. This is Jethro Tull's Ian Anderson, Thick as a Brick, live in Iceland. I have heard this recording. It is really cool. It is the complete Thick as a Brick, including Thick as a Brick 2. It's live in Iceland, Thick as a Brick, coming out on vinyl. And I have heard this before, and I actually might even jump on this. It has side A, Thick as a Brick, side B, Thick as a Brick continued, side C, Thick as a Brick continued, and then side, so it's the complete Thick as a Brick 1 and 2 performed live in Iceland. I have heard this before. I like it. It's got mixed reviews. Most people like it. There's been a couple people that didn't like it, but I have heard this recording, and it's really nicely presented. And I might jump on that, Thick as a Brick, live in Iceland. And that drops on January 29th as well. So I'm just going to throw that in my saved list. Who else do we have? Cowboy Bebop original soundtrack, which I have actually pre-ordered. Cowboy Bebop, the soundtrack to that series. A fantastic anime series for people that are into anime. It's legendary, Cowboy Bebop. And it had a fantastic soundtrack. And I have ordered the soundtrack. This is one of my pre-orders from a couple of months ago that I pre-ordered this one. Cowboy Bebop, original soundtrack. Who else do we have here? Let's see, Pantera. For any Pantera fans out there, we've got Reinventing the Steel 20th Anniversary Edition on silver vinyl, and that will be released on January 22nd. Pantera, for any Pantera fans out there. Reinventing the steel. Fogerty's Factory, dropping January 22nd. For any Led Zeppelin fans out there, a limited edition Zeppelin 7-inch single. It's the Immigrant Song. It's the original Immigrant Song with Hey, Hey, What Can I Do? 7-inch single being redropped, I guess you could say, with the original cover art and everything. For all you Zeppelin fans who want, to get a classic single, here's Immigrant Song with Hey, Hey, What Can I Do? Dropping by Zeppelin on January 22nd at a ridiculous price. I remember when I used to buy singles, I think the first time I bought the Led Zeppelin's Immigrant Song as a single, I probably paid like 69 cents for it or 99 cents. And now to buy a 7-inch single, reissued single, you're looking at $16. Like, what the heck is going on with that? Like, that is just crazy. Let's see, what else do we have here? 9 Inch Nails. Any 9 Inch Nails fans out there? Quake is dropping on January 22nd on LP, on a 2 LP. A bunch of Mariah Carey stuff for Mariah Carey fans is dropping, and I've actually pre-ordered 2 Mariah Careys. I really enjoy Mariah Carey. She's one of the great singers of all time, for sure. Probably one of the best things to come out of the 1990s, and 3 more of her albums, because she's been releasing her entire library. She's been releasing on vinyl, most of it for the first time. So 3 more of her albums are dropping on January 22nd. Memoirs of an Imperfect Angel, E = MC squared, and Me, I Am Mariah, the elusive chanteuse. For Mariah Carey fans. Who else do we have here? The 13th Floor Elevators, Easter Everywhere, 2 LP, dropping January 22nd. That's right, the 13th Floor Elevators, dropping on January 22nd. Easter Everywhere. Jerry Lee Lewis, Greatest Hits, strictly limited edition green vinyl, dropping January 22nd. Yeah, Lisa, that Zeppelin one's cool, but if you search around, you can probably find an original copy of that Zeppelin Immigrant Song for a lot less than $16. That's for bloody sure. Lisa, if you want to come up, Pat, if you want to come up, come join me. Let's see, what else do we have here? Red Hot Boppers. What is this? 10 legendary rockabilly hits from the Sun Record vaults. Here's something that I might be interested in, depending on what the quality of this one is. Though I did get a live album by this man a year ago. There are good reviews on it. Everybody that has reviewed this album has given it 5 stars. So now it's got my curiosity up. Though I don't have a track listing for it. Let's see if there is a track listing. Here's a track listing. The Devil Made Whiskey, 30 Days, Trouble at Home, Hard Times, Eyes to the Blind, I Had a Dream, Too Tired, Gary's Blues, Don't Believe a Word, Still Got the Blues, Walking by Myself, The Blues Is All Right, and Sundown. It's a double live album, live at Bush Hall in 2007. It's Gary Moore. Gary Moore, one of my all-time favorite guitarists. This is dropping on vinyl. I might be very interested in that, and at a good price. And that is dropping on January 22nd as well. Gary Moore, live at Bush Hall in 2007. Let's see. The Kinks, Lola versus Power Man and the Money Ground, Part 1 box set, dropping January 22nd. For Kinks fans, that's a box set. Looks like it's got vinyl and CD. Big box set. Looks like there's a lot of stuff in that. for you Kinks fans. Big box set by the Kinks, dropping January 22nd. Lola versus Power Man and the Money Ground, Part 1. Let's see what else is here. Another Mariah Carey. Charm Bracelet, also dropping January 22nd. Carl Perkins, Put Your Cat Clothes On, limited scarlet 10-inch vinyl. Carl Perkins, dropping January 22nd. What else do we have here? That people might know. I don't know a lot of those. Not that they're not famous, but I've never even heard of some of these. A lot of art. There's a lot of music out there in the world. Johnny Cash. Now here's Johnny Cash, limited edition red LP, January 22nd. Funkadelic. Wow, this is being reissued. It's the first time I've seen this reissue. Hardcore Jollies by Funkadelic. That is dropping on January 22nd as well. Hardcore Jollies. Funkadelic. The Shangri-La's, Leader of the Pack. Wow. There's an old and goldie. January 22nd. Bill Withers' Greatest Hits. Of course, you know, Bill Withers, they had to put a Greatest Hits out, dropping January 15th. So at the end of this week, we're getting up to the end of this week now. We started off way down the line in April. We're getting up to this week now. So these things are all dropping at the end of this week. And of course, anybody that knows, records always drop on Fridays. New music always drops on Fridays. So the majority of all new music drops on Fridays. So this Friday is the next drop of anything interesting. Though I don't personally see there's much much coming out. Eminem's Music to Be Murdered by Side B, dropping this Friday for anybody that likes Eminem. Fleetwood Mac, here's one. The Best of Peter Green's Fleetwood Mac. That is dropping this Friday. So any Peter Green Fleetwood Mac fans, there's the Best of Peter Green's Fleetwood Mac. And that drops this Friday, January 15th on vinyl. Passenger. Songs for the Drunk and Brokenhearted. Also dropping this Friday. Let's see. We're almost at the end of this list here. Nothing very interesting. Some Chet Baker albums dropping this Friday, but I was never a big Chet Baker fan. If there's some Chet Baker fans out there, there are a couple Chet Baker drops this Friday. 3 Chet Baker albums dropping this Friday. For anybody that likes Talk Talk, the Talk Talks, It's My Life is dropping again on, looks like on a colored vinyl this January 15th. Talk, It's My Life. That's a great album. That's an absolutely great album. Talk, It's My Life, January 15th. We're almost at the end. The Kinks, limited edition red vinyl. The Kinks by the Kinks, dropping January 15th. Let's see, some albums by Razor, if anybody's into Razor. A little hardcore stuff there. MC5's got a drop this this Friday. MC5 live 1969, 1970. MC5 dropping this Friday. Like I said before, Midnight Oil. They've got Midnight Oil. They had this listed for like a month from now. Now it's showing this Friday. Midnight Oil's the Macarta project. I don't know why that was. There's 2 different listing days for that one, so there's something not quite right on that listing. Santana Moonflower repress, a reissue of Santana's Moonflower, dropping this Friday, January 15th. Nothing special, just a reissue. What else do we have here that could be of possible interest to the vinyl community? We're on the last page here. Nothing else that I see that anybody in the vinyl community would probably be interested in. That pretty much covers all the new pre-orders that I have seen. This is based on the Amazon list. And this, we've looked at everything that's pretty much coming out between now and the end of April. We don't have clear dates for anything beyond that, but we have seen some things that are coming out between now and the end of April. Some interesting things. I've seen the MoFi list, and there's been a couple videos on YouTube about this year's MoFi drops, and honestly, there's nothing that I'm interested in the way of MoFi drops this year at all. The only MoFi drop that I'm interested in this year is the Stevie Ray Vaughan Couldn't Stand the Weather One Step, but that's just way out of my price category, way out of anything I could ever afford. So I probably won't be getting it. But if anybody wants to VCLT it to me, I'll be happy to take it. That's for sure. And that's everything I wanted to discuss. We had Mark Anthony Kay from Projekt Gemineye was on earlier, and we talked with him. We also talked with Nazz Nomad, my good friend Nazz Nomad was on earlier. So make sure you sub up Nazz Nomad. He's pretty famous in the vinyl community. Nazz Nomad, David Michael. You can find him on Instagram and on YouTube, so please sub him up. Sub up Mark Anthony Kay, Projekt Gemineye. Find Projekt Gemineye on YouTube. Sub it up. Fantastic artist. I'm always promoting Mark Anthony Kay. He's fantastic. We had Jack's Tracks Records on for a little while earlier. An amazing kid. Really knows his stuff. So it was nice to see Jack's Tracks Records on here. And I've been streaming since 4:30. It is. I will go. I think we'll call it, unless anybody pops in here in the next couple minutes. We will call it a day. Everybody, I hope you enjoy my vinyl tag video that I dropped yesterday, the vinyl tag 2021 video. I dropped it yesterday, so check that one out. I hope you like my new intro that I put on. My, fancied up my videos for 2021. Got a little intro on there now. So check out my vinyl tag video and my video from last week, the top 25 albums. My top 25 albums of 2020 has been doing well. Thank you to everybody that has viewed that. And thank you for all the people that have viewed my vinyl tag video. I'm enjoying watching all the vinyl tag videos out there. There's a lot of them, so it's hard to catch them all, but I'm trying to catch as many as I can. And I will be back, of course, again in probably at some point this week or maybe next week. I try to do a video every week on my channel, and I'll be starting to post again daily spins on my on my Instagram, which is of course at AGK_lifetime of vinyl. I'll be posting my spin of the days, probably starting tomorrow again. I took a break after New Year's for a week and just to chill and relax and sort of cut back on my social media. But I'll be getting back to full force of posting spin of the days every day on my Instagram and of course my weekly videos. Whether or not I'm doing any live streaming, I don't know if I'm going to do any live streaming on anybody's streams because people have been really quite brutal with me on the live streams lately. And for 2021, I'm just going to avoid drama and disrespect and all the things that happen unfortunately on live streams when you put yourself out there for people to take a shot at you. So I'm getting tired of being in the shooting gallery. I've had enough of the shooting gallery. To put it bluntly, I don't need to be in the shooting gallery. I'm going to go for 2021 to try to have a little more respect from people in the vinyl community. We'll see. We'll see what happens when I decide to go back on other live streams. I will try to get back to doing one of these every month. I try to do one of these live streams myself once a month or twice a month. Thanks, Nazz Nomad, Mark Anthony, and Jackstrax for coming on today's stream. I will probably wrap it up. Thanks for all the people that came. I had a decent crowd. And thank you everybody for watching. I will see you guys all somewhere in the near future. I don't know where. And you never know. I might pop up on a live stream sometime, but I'm in no rush. I'm just enjoying making my videos right now. And I'll start posting on Instagram again and trying to avoid all this unnecessary and childish drama that continually happens on live streams. It's just boggles my mind. The drama just boggles my mind. And I'm going to try to have 2021 be drama free. If that's humanly possible. I don't think it is, really. Anyway, thank you everybody for joining me. I'm going to call it a 2.5-hour stream. And I will repost this stream later in the week on my channel. I will upload this stream and release it at sometime next week on the channel. If anybody wants to see what went on in today's stream. Thank you, everybody. I will see you all. I'll see you all when I see you. Take care, everyone. Cheers.